doing? Let me turn that off. There we go. And get back into the game. We have music. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I know it's been a while since I did this. I was sick last week, Monday, Tuesday, and I had an ongoing cough and like sinus running. Pretty much still through a little bit today, but I don't want to keep holding off. So, you know, there's that. Especially considering I want to get back into the swing of things before Thursday, where I'm starting Xillia. So, yeah. All right, but yes. My friend Spitzy. Spitzy is a friend who I met locally.
I met her last time.
Yeah, Spitzy's great. You remember Spitzy? Yeah. So she was the inspiration for me doing Japanese live translation streams. So yeah, we're gonna do Xillia together. Which,
hell yeah.
Fun fact. So I was looking into Xillia because I heard they give you a bunch of grade. You can basically have New Game Plus bonuses for regular New Game. And I decided to look into exactly how much they give you and what options are available. Yeah, it turns out basically every single option that you can get, like every single option for bonuses for New Game Plus is available for regular New Game, and you have enough grade for all of them, minus the like actual carryover ones. So double and 5 times grade, yep, you can grab both of those along with 99 item capacity, double drop rate, double gold rate, double grade rate,
basically marathon the game faster.
Yeah, they basically give you the ability to marathon the game right from the start, which I don't think we're going to do that.
You should. It would be funny.
It could be
but
funny.
Part of the fun is revisiting it and experiencing it in a pseudo-intended way.
Yeah, and also, this is Spitzy's first real Tales game playthrough.
Fair enough.
So I don't really want to, like, throw that out the window.
Oh, out of curiosity, have you actually ever played a Persona game?
I have.
I know you.
I played Persona 3. I did not.
Right.
I did not get very far. I got very frustrated.
Yeah, one of these days I'm kidnapping Kitchi and we're gonna play through Persona 2. Both parts. I just have to figure out how to emulate them.
God.
Oh my god.
If you were frustrated with 3, 1 and 2, Persona 1 and 2 are a completely different beast from 3
I'm very aware.
onward.
Thankfully, Kitchi's not playing it.
Yeah,
Kitchi's
no, I'm gonna get to watch
co-piloting
it.
it.
I've watched all of Persona 3 and Persona 4.
Yeah, and you've watched bits of me playing through Persona 5.
Little bits, yeah.
But you're also helping me write a Persona 5 fanfiction.
I am helping you with that. That is true. I have been having fun with that. It's a great excuse to do more Japanese research, more Japan research, and map stuff, which, as we know, I love.
I need to actually finish the chapter I'm on. Hey, we've got a little short story there.
We do have a short skit. Fren no kangae. What is Flynn thinking?
ねえ、フレンがエステルのこと呼んでたけど、いいの?
Hey, Flynn was calling out to Estelle. Is that okay?
騎士団としてはお姫様はお城に連れ戻したいだろうからな。
I mean, the Royal Knights want to take the princess back to the castle, probably.
その辺フラフラされたら心配で仕方ねえってところだろう。
What was that?
Is the dialogue stuttering for you guys, or is it just me?
It's stuttering for me a little bit too, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hang on. Let me listen to the stream, see if it's showing up there.
Probably not. I mean, it sounds fine for me.
Because it's remote. It's remote play. Remote play has
remote play.
It has its issues.
Yeah, last time we kept having no signal. I just want to make sure I wasn't going crazy or my headphones weren't acting up.
Yeah. And especially, like, I'm gonna be real. I know Kichi has Comcast. With stuff that requires a consistent bandwidth, Comcast is not it.
Yeah, Xfinity sucks. I
Depending
did just
where you
upgrade
are,
my internet, so it's better than it was before, but it's still Xfinity, so it still sucks.
I have Xfinity too, but I have fiber optic, remember?
Yeah,
it's
they don't
where you
offer
are.
fiber optic where I'm at.
Yeah, we had a public internet that forced the other companies to start fiber, which is why we have fiber out here.
There's
Yeah,
fiber in the area, just not in my exact city.
Yeah,
It sucks.
push petition for public internet.
We've been
fiber optic
trying
force competition.
for years, and Xfinity and our energy company have both been fighting on any sort of municipalization efforts for anything.
Yeah, because I remember what happened with where I live, and they were just like, God damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Yuri says, they're running around the area. There's no point worrying about it.
Wait, what's that one kanji, I think it is? Second to right, upper...
Oh,
line?
so that is a pair of kanji. So that is I'll put it into Twitch chat. That is chimpai, which is like worry.
I was trying to make out what the shapes were on it. Because it
So
looks like
the
a shrine?
so this one here is heart, kokoro, or shin, and then this one here is technically it's alcohol, or I guess it's not. Is that west? That's west. So that's west plus self. It technically comes out to like deliver or distribute as a kanji.
Oh, it's like a sake bottle.
Kinda, yeah. Sake also uses the same west part. So they put three little dots on the side there. Instead of the self on the right.
Okay.
Yep.
だけどエステル自身が旅に出ると言ったのだからあなたはそれを尊重してあげたいのね
Yes, but Estelle herself said that she wanted to continue the journey. And you want to respect that, isn't that right?
別にそんな難しく考えちゃいねえよ。
I'm really not thinking about it that hard. Yuri.
でもエステルを連れてる限りあんたら騎士団に追われるんじゃない
Yeah, but as long as you're taking Estelle with you, doesn't that mean the knights are gonna chase after you?
Dude, his
騎士団
face.
と揉め事を起こすなんてギルドらしくていいじゃねえか。
Hey,
That's
clashing with
cycling, yeah.
clashing with the guilds, isn't that very guild, or clashing with the knights, isn't that very guild like? God, Yuri.
騎士団と揉めるのがギルドらしさじゃないんだけど
It's not exactly guild like to just clash with the knights.
The two at the bottom are just like, why are we acting like the adults here? The two at the top are just like, we're
足
shits.
元
Oh yeah, did
Yeah.
Judith get swapped to did Judith get swapped to
Yeah,
I did not get swapped to semi-auto.
Oh, did you not? Yeah, you're semi-auto.
Yeah.
Or oh, I see now. Did Judith get swapped? Okay, both
Yeah,
of us
they're-
are swapped.
you're both swapped. Make sure you're all tapped in.
I am.
決まったな。
Yeah, I couldn't do anything, so hang on, let me
Hmm.
double. Go
Try
into
alt
battle
tapping
again.
out and alt tapping back in.
That's what I just did.
Okay.
油断は禁物
So
です
one of the things. Why am I not?
Yeah, we're not moving.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Got 2 and oh, Cody, you are now 2, and oh, that's weird. Okay.
Yeah, because if you look on,
Yeah, I see. I think there's
Oh.
no 3-player now.
and I can't move.
It might have gotten
move
screwed up
either.
in the settings.
Yeah, because neither of us can do anything.
Oh wait, I just saw that 3-player just came up.
決まったな。
Okay, let's.
Are you serious? Okay, no, Steam's just being very stupid. If I don't have my controller wired in, it's not going to detect it, even though it was connected.
Player 1, player 2. Yeah, Xbox controller 1, 2, 3. I should swap these 2 around now because I think we now have yeah, Cody in slot 2 and Viridian in slot 3.
3, which is
And-
weird because I joined first, but okay. Xfinity, I love you.
Meridian, so you're aware, I don't speak a lick of Japanese. I don't know how to read. I don't know how to write. I don't know how to speak. However, I am here for the ride. I've been playing Tales of Vesperia off stream with Kichi.
Yeah. Which means I'm in the middle of 3 playthroughs. Between pending this playthrough and Cody's playthrough, I am literally doing 3 playthroughs of Vesperia at the moment.
Yunyu nandesu?
Pretty
much the only statement I know how to say.
So for the record, Cody, that was what is milk?
Okay.
The thing is through osmosis, I have actually learned a number of various words, maybe a couple phrases. Just because being around Kichi, you're gonna be exposed to it regardless.
It's true. I'm a weeb, and I will admit to this.
And then
it's
also,
similar to why Kichi starts picking up my occasional ramblings in Spanish, even though I'm not fluent. I speak Spanglish, but I have a bad habit of cursing in Spanish when I'm really angry. Can you tell I grew up in a Hispanic neighborhood?
Excellent. Also, hello, Calrissian. Konbanwa. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. Arigato ne.
Mi español es mal, pero...
Like I said, I speak Spanglish, not Spanish.
That's fair.
So I picked up through osmosis. It's just for some reason when I get frustrated, I start speaking in Spanish.
All right, let's see if this works out.
There
I
we
see
go.
Judith can control.
I got
How
nothing.
You doing? Got nothing, really? Hold on.
Is your controller wireless or wired?
It's wired.
Try unplugging it and plugging it back in, because I had to physically connect my wire, even though I had batteries, because it wasn't accepting the wireless input. So it might be an issue with your wire. Or it might just be Steam doesn't want to detect your wire. That's why I was like, unplug it and plug it back in and see if that fixes it.
Fair. Also, that ending skit was, "What, you're not holding back?" from Rita, and then Judith responds with, "But holding back would be rude, wouldn't it?"
Judith's shit-eating face.
Judith is so good.
Uh-huh.
I'm sad I missed the part where Judith blew up their airship.
That hasn't happened in my file yet.
Wait, you have Judith, but she didn't blow up the airship here yet?
No, that's way later.
Yeah, the airship takes a while to get there.
We don't even have the ocean
I always
ship
thought
yet.
you recruited her after that.
No, so when you head to Gasparos, the tower, Yuri ends up hopping on her back, on Baul's back, when he's back when they still think she's just the Dragon Rider, and then she ends up taking off her armor after they both get captured, and that's when you first recruit her. It's later when she basically like betrays the party, quote unquote, by blowing up the ship.
Oh, I thought you blew up the ship as the Dragon Rider. My bad. Hey, it's
No.
been a while since I played this, like I said. Oh, so
We don't even have the ocean ship yet. That's what we're heading towards. We also have
Skit.
Kumoru mo Yeager mo tsu. So I guess you could say frustrations with both Kumor and Jaeger.
それにしても悪巧みしてたあの二人。
But really, what villains those two are?
キュモールとイエガーのことか
Talking about Kumor and Jaeger?
ええ、似た者同士気でもあったのかしらね。
Yes. Those two really suit each other. I don't know how to put Kidemo atta no kashira ne. Do they share? I think she's saying basically, do they share a spirit or something? But it basically just the same idea of like they really
share a brain
match.
cell.
Pretty much, yeah, exactly.
似た者同士？
Oh, hey, Damon! Yirashai, welcome, hello. Good to see you. Good to know this character X means the X button. They look cute
I love how
together.
Rita just looks inherently pissed off in this, and then the other guy's like, I want nothing to do with
Carol's
this.
like, I'm so done.
That's
And
my
Claude-
favorite sprite of his.
And then you just have, wait, what was Estelle in the corner just like, huh? What's this?
Yes, exactly. うん、カルシン。まあ、俺は20年間ぐらい勉強したんだから、まあ、漢字を読むのは当然でしょ So, yeah, I've been studying Japanese for over 20 years, so I'd hope I can read kanji decently well. But yeah, and so this is just Estelle going, basically, so another good way to put this would have been actually like birds of a feather.
And
Nita
it wasn't
monodoshi
Estelle,
is like
it was Judith.
people who match acting together. So I guess you could have translated Judith's first line as like, they're birds of a feather. Do they share a spirit, or do they share a wavelength? And then Estelle going, birds of a feather?
変態同士気があったってことでしょ
Okay, I
Ooh.
did understand part of that. She called, I think, Judith a pervert, or one of them a pervert.
No, she called both Jaeger and so she's playing off this. So they said niteru mono doshi. So like the doshi is acting together. So like birds of a feather, and this would be like perverts of a feather. Is basically her changing it to that. Yeah, hentai is like pervert or weirdo in if you're taking it less sexually. So those
Why do
perverts
you
act
look
together.
kind
Of course, they
like-
share a wavelength.
They're
Why
weird.
does
They're
Estelle
both
look like she just
weirdos.
walked in on them changing?
Because again, Rita just used the word pervert, so you know, Estelle and her sheltered upbringing, you know.
Rita, go teach your girlfriend about the birds and the bees, please.
本当ですか ?20 年間って長い時間 would that be 昔々 Yeah, look, I did live there for a while, but not. I wish I could have lived there longer. It didn't work out as well as I would have hoped for staying there a long time. I got sick.
Yeah,
but I've been
allergies
studying a
kind of
long time
betrayed
before
you.
that. But yeah, it was. 本当ですか Is that so? 20 years? That's shit. Long time? Long ago? Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, no, I've いつでも日本語の練習パートナーが欲しいなら、どうぞどうぞ。私と話して。If you ever need a partner, please come talk to me. I'm happy to practice my Japanese anytime.
よりにもよってなんて組み合わせよ
Really? What an awful combination.
あの人たち見てたら僕って普通だなって思っちゃった
Man, yeah, looking at people like them, like I kind of think people like us start to look normal.
ろくでもない組み合わせだから、どうせ企んでたこともろくでもないことだろう。
Awful people coming together like that. Of course they're putting together awful plans.
ややこしくなる前にフレンに任せられてよかったわ。
I'm glad we left till Flynn before we got caught up in it. Just literally
So-
dumping the hard work on Flynn.
So, alright, let's
Zaku
see
が
if
出
I
てきやが
can
って
do
足元
something.
すくわれないで
You
よ
can move.
There we go.
Oh, come on. No, my controller died. Give me a second. Come on. Controller, come on.
本気出したらこんなもんだ。
この力
Yeah, I plugged and
強く
unplugged
する
mine, and it should be fine.
Resist, pain reflect. Okay, we're getting some skills.
Okay, now it seems to be detecting a color again. What the hell?
Still working. That's fine.
Xfinity does not just like us today.
It doesn't. It is what it is. Hopefully this battle will actually have us all in.
Oh my god. Like, share session was... I'm gonna alt tab out and alt tab back in. Because, like, it let me do the emotes that Steam does, but it wouldn't let me do the fighting.
That's weird.
It's very weird.
I'm gonna double check that I didn't get this screwed up. Oh, that's why. Okay. Wait, why are you 4 now? Okay.
What?
I wish that we could. One of the things that I kind of wish that more games, especially with like multiple controllers, had a like an input test.
That would be nice.
見当たりません。
I don't. I can't see them.
結局逃がしちゃったみたいね。
Huh, looks like we finally got away then.
ここはどのあたりなんだろ
Where are we about?
トルビキアの中央部の森ね。鳥向こうはここから東になると思うわ。
We're in the central part of Tolbikia. Forum Harbor should be a little bit to the east from here, I think.
ヘリオードに戻るよりこのまま港行った方が良さそうだな。
Rather than returning to Heliard, it might be better to just head for the port then.
キュモールはどうするんです？放っておくんですか？
Huh? What are we going to do about Cumore then? Are we just going to leave him?
フェローに会うというのがあなたの旅の目的だと思っていたけど。
I thought meeting with Pharaoh was the point of your journey now, though.
それは。
That's...
あなたのダダッコに付き合うギルドだったかしら？ブレイブ・ベスペリアは。
Ooh, anata no dadakko. So she's saying, what she's so dadakko is like, a child held, like, hugged close. She's saying, and she basically is saying, are you going to drag around the guild like a child you're keeping close to you? Basically implying, like, is Brave Vesperia just something you're gonna just drag around like a kid?
ごめんなさい。私そんなつもりじゃ。
I'm so sorry. That wasn't what I meant.
まあ、落ち着けってこった。
Well, just calm down for him.
それにフレンが来たろ。あいつに任せときゃ間違いないさ。
Plus, Flynn came, didn't he? We can just leave that kind of thing to him. No mistake.
ちょっと、フェロって何？ブレイブ・ベスペリア？説明して。
Wait. What's Pharaoh? What Brave Vesperia? Explain.
そうそう。説明してほしいわ。
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no, it's
I want an explanation too.
ちょっと何よあん
Yeah.
た。
Hold on. What's with you?
なんだよ天才魔導士少女。もう忘れちゃったの？レイブン様だよ。
What, little genius mage girl? Did you already forget about me? It's me, Raven. Notably, he refers to himself as Raven Sama. So, like, he is very much self-aggrandizing.
Why do I get the feeling he would also say Ore?
Oh, he absolutely uses Ore.
Of course he does.
I mean, that's... For a 35-year-old man, that's really not uncommon as long as he's not in a formal situation.
Yeah, but he's talking in third person, so it doesn't come off as 35-year-old man. It comes off as, hi, I'm really full of myself.
Yeah, him... Well, he's reminding her of his name in this case. He's saying, I'm Raven, but it's like, I'm the Great Raven. Like, yeah, it's pretty self-aggrandizing. What do you want?
だからレイブン様。
It's the Great Raven.
本当に怖いか緊張だよ。
Really? What's scary, kids?
んで、何してんだよ。
So, what you doing?
お前さんたちが元気すぎるから、おっさんこんなとこまで来る羽目になっちまったのよ。
But because you guys are all so energetic, the old man told me to come. Gramps told me to come keep an eye on y'all.
The
どう
way
いう
he
こと
talks, I'm expecting him to say Darabayo at some point. Or Darabane.
That would be very funny, but I don't think he does. What do you mean?
ま、鳥向こうの宿にでも行って、とりあえず落ち着こうや。そこでちゃんと話すからさ。
Well, for now, let's just head over to Torum Harbor. We can take some time to calm down there, and then we can properly have a talk.
おっさん腹減って。
This old man's so hungry.
いつまでもここにいてもしゃあねえしな。
Just how long are you gonna follow us? Can't be helped.
とりあえず鳥向こうへってのは俺も賛成だ。
For now, I agree. We should be heading over to Torum Harbor.
では鳥向こうかしら。それでいいわね。
Well, then to Torum Harbor, right? Is that fine with you?
はい、構いません。
Yes, don't mind.
ごめんなさい、わがまま言って。
I'm sorry for my selfishness.
じゃ、行くか。
All right, let's go.
Oh god, I just realized something dumb with the joke I made earlier about Rita teach your girlfriend about the birds and the bees, and because I didn't finish it, the flowers and the
痛く
trees.
しないの
She's
ね。
Oh
wearing
my
a flower
God.
dress.
All right,
I'm moving.
we can all move. Yay! Everything's working finally. Hey, you get back here.
Now, if only the lag would cooperate.
本気出したらこんなもんだ。
Okay.
So, while I don't speak Japanese or anything, one of the things that I went through last time I was on here was just like we were checking out all of the voice actors and other stuff that they've done in
この力は
Japanese.
私を強くするこれは明日を紡ぐ力で
Because
す。
it was very funny because both Phoenix Wright and Miles Edgeworth are in your party.
Yep.
The part so, correct me if I'm wrong, but Darabayo and Darabane literally are just gibberish, right?
Yeah, they don't really mean anything on their own. They mostly just convey a sort of emotion to it, I guess.
Is it sort of like how in English sometimes kids just say nonsense words when they're frustrated before they get old enough to actually just, start swearing?
Not really. Man, what is a good English equivalent of this?
If you say believe it, I will find a way to smack you through a monitor.
God, no. That's not what I was going to say.
Like a word that's like kind of nonsense, but it conveys a specific meaning.
It conveys almost a specific emotion more than an actual meaning.
Wait, what about something like oy vey?
Oy vey is a great example. Yeah, it doesn't convey a meaning so much as an emotion. You can't define it. You can't say it is this, it means this, but you can say it's something you say when you're frustrated. That's a very
Fair
good
enough.
example. Date
I always
bayo,
find it-
it's the yo on its own is already like that. The rest of it is even more into that territory where it's just it's the word is like des. It's des, but it's being put through permutations that add emotion more than they add meaning.
What does Darabane mean?
I mean, it's similar. I guess it's so. Data is probably past tense. Bane is, yeah, it's
I meant
Probably
emotional.
more-
I was like, okay,
probably more-
Bio is well.
probably more feminine than Date bayo, but similarly forceful and like self-assured, perhaps. The ne also implies a like seeking agreement, whereas the yo implies like that you're really like imparting information or like being forceful. So again, it's softer than Date bayo, but there's a similar kind of assuredness to it, I'd say.
Fair enough. I was just curious. I also found it funny that his mother said Darabane.
Yeah.
So we get a skit.
Yes, これがギルドの what is this? 賛成員だ? So this is or 構成員だ. So this is the formation of a guild.
というわけでギルドを起こしたんだよ。
And with that so that's how we created a guild. And with that we created a guild.
何がというわけかよくわかんないんだけど。
What do you mean? And with that, I don't really understand.
ギルドの名前はブレイブベスペリア。エステルが考えてくれたんだよ。
The guild's name is Brave Vesperia. Estelle thought of it. And for the record, Brave Vesperia, I think I talked about this last time, but it's like the brave bright star in terms of kanji.
はあ、ブレイブベスペリアね。
Huh. Brave Vesperia, huh?
まさかエステルまでギルドのメンバーってわけじゃないでしょうね。
It could be that Estelle is a member of your guild, could it?
それはさすがに。
Oh, of course, that's not really.
今のところ3人だけだよ。ボスが僕で、それにユーリとジュディス。
Right now it's just the three of us. I'm the boss, and then we have Yuri and Judith. And when he says boss, that's when Rita goes, changes her facial expression to like, excuse me?
と、すごいでしょ。
So, what do you think? Isn't it amazing?
ああ、そうね、すごいわね。あんたがボスっていうのが特に。
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, especially that part about you being the boss. God, Rita never gives anyone a break.
Yeah, I kind of figured when I originally heard Brave Vesperia that it was a star system because Japan, specifically the company that makes the Tailed games, is a tiny bit obsessed with stars.
なんかちょっと懐
They
かし
also
いね。
make Batten Kaidos.
Yep. Yeah, in the English version, they talk when Estelle's giving the name, she talks about how the Vesperia is the brightest star in the night sky, and offers the name Brave Vesperia.
Yeah, which is really funny because Batten Kaidos is the Latin abbreviation for the Zeti Ceti star cluster.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair,
that's why when you
constellations
Google
and
Batten
stars
Kaidos,
are
it
often
brings up
good
the-
names.
Yeah, but that's why if you Google Batten Kaidos, you don't get the star, you get the game.
That's very funny. We just came here a little while ago, but seems like something's going
考
on.
えにふけってないで宿に行こうぜ。
Well,
腹減った。
don't worry about that. Let's just head to the inn. I'm starving.
わかったわかった。
Get it, I get it. Before we head to the inn, I'm going to make a brief stop over here.
Are you trying to do all the cat things so you get that unique thing for Estelle?
No, it's not cat things. This is part of a longer side quest chain, but not a super important one. おかしいよね. That's strange. どうしたんですか? What's wrong? 雨の多い季節に咲くはずのシャグシンの花がもう咲いてるのよ。ほら。These shagathun flowers are normally only bloom during the rainy season. Look, they're in full bloom. おかしいの話だな。Yeah, that is a strange story. そうなのよ。Seriously. 誰かがここだけたくさんの水あげたりしたのかしら。I wonder if someone really watered them a lot lately.
Judith just wanders off.
Judith just wanders off. どれくらいで花が咲くでしょう? With just that, with these flowers really bloom? 振り咲きするときは、エルの暴れだっていうわね。If flowers are blooming at unusual times, it probably has to do with the air being imbalanced. ほら、この辺りも、ならこの辺りも、then in this area, 大丈夫。たとえそうだとしても、これくらいの暴れは、たまにあることだわ。Oh, it's fine. For example, just this much is probably totally. This much happens all the time. 植物が人間よりも給食だからそれに反応するだけ。Plants are more sensitive than humans to this kind of stuff. So they're probably responding, even in a way we wouldn't. 前のヘリオドみたいなのはあるからね。It'd be a problem if what happened before in Heliord happens here. あれ？ Judy? Huh? Judy? おお！そこ、エラブラスティアが、whoa, the Aeroblastia, or the warehouse is Aeroblastia. So notably they do Era Blastia. So we know Blastia has kanji. For Era, they have, what is that? Like air. So they literally have like it's a kanji like for sky or air or emptiness, and then
Era or arrow?
They say Era in here. Aera.
Okay, so they're doing it phonetically rather than okay.
Yeah,
I was
so
like confused why they were doing at the end instead of o, and then I was like, oh, I see. They're doing it phonetically based on their pronunciation of phonetics rather than English phonetics. Okay.
But they are doing it as the English, like they are doing it as like a foreign word still.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be arrow, but it's with the phonetics of us because of how Japanese. Okay.
Exactly. And then the second one is like emphasis or like strength, I guess. So yeah, that's interesting. Like air strength Blastia. Masaka, bakadora, chotto mite kure. It couldn't be that dragon idiot. I'm gonna go check. Rita. Bakadora ne.
She just comes from the other direction.
Yep. That dragon idiot, huh? No sawagi kashira? Oh, what's the fuss? Nanda, anta janakatta no ka? Huh? It wasn't you? What, it wasn't you? Hara. 私じゃないなんて誰も言ってないわよ。Huh? Nobody said it wasn't me. Uh, めちゃくちゃだった。もう直す余地がないくらい。It's totally messed up. It's to the point where it can't even be fixed. Ooh, I don't know this kanji. Okay, we're gonna have to look this one up real quick.
Also, while you look that up, something I noticed that's kind of funny.
Yeah?
So those things on Judith's head are likely hair extensions or feathers, correct? Because of her species?
No. They are not feathers or hair extensions. This is something I don't think you've gotten to yet, Cody.
Mm-hmm.
They're antenna.
They have hair on them.
Yeah, they're antenna. They are canonically antenna.
Okay, but still, they have hair on them. My point was, even if they have cilia, which is the hair that's on antennas.
Yep.
Her one outfit, the one where she puts more clothing on, how does she get it on without fucking with that hair?
Shh. Shut up. That's out.
You're trying to not think about that now, aren't you?
Okay. I was going to say
I'm just
the
put
creators
that
probably didn't
cursed
think about
image in
that,
your
but I
head.
actually did realize that the creators of the Tales series actually are very fashion conscious in that they actually pay a lot of attention to how outfits are worn, and they actually probably did think about this somehow. So if you look at the outfit, you can probably figure it out.
My guess is because it's too small, we probably can't see it, but my guess is either A,
Uh,
it wraps around the sides,
have 1, 2,
or
3, 4, 5. Sorry, go ahead.
it either wraps around the sides or they open kind of like essentially the wraps go have a wider opening so that you can gently tuck the antenna the hairy antennae appendage down without it getting wrinkled up. So it's either they had a really big opening
Probably.
that she could feed her hand down, or B, they just had buttons going along down the side that she just wrapped around it.
Yeah, that's entirely possible. Then we have the what else do we have here?
Also, again, as I said, I haven't played this in like 15 years, so 10, 15 years, so I didn't remember what they were.
Yep. Totally understandable. That is absolutely fine. That one. And then we
What I,
have
what I
that.
find funny is when you say they work in their outfits, and then I think of Spy Family where the guy's asked to explain yours hairstyle. And it comes with like 3 different ways that are completely non-plausible of how she does her hair.
Yep. Yep, absolutely. Uh Shusho. Shusho, grief or sorrow. Interesting. So we haveご愁傷様だな. Go shusho sama dana. That's quite the tragedy. 今度会ったら絶対殴ってやる. Next time we meet, I'm definitely slugging them one. I'm definitely slugging him one. Bakadora, that idiot, that dragon idiot.
Oh right, they don't know
Cool.
Judith is the dragon person yet.
Not yet. Yuri knows. No one else knows.
Also, was that k or ch?
That was at the start.
Because I wasn't sure if you were just having trouble doing that ch.
Nope, it is actually. But yeah, and then Raven says, "Oh, cool, ooh, scary." どういうつもりか知らねえけど I don't really know what you're thinking, but あなたたちに迷惑はかけていないと思うけれど I really don't think I'll cause any troubles for any of you. 言ったでしょ Isn't that what I said? あなたたちを傷つけるような真似はしない I will definitely not do anything to hurt any of you.
I do want to know how Judith fights with that tube top on though.
Yeah.
Those are not conductive for acrobatics.
No, not particularly.
There's got to be a lot of tape to keep her from losing a titty in the process.
Tape doesn't even work on those things. You want to know what you'd be using? Glue.
Yeah, fair. I'm gonna make that. That's not losing anything, so we can upgrade that.
Or who knows? Maybe it's not clothing. Maybe it's skin she molts off.
That would be wild.
Honestly, that's a really cool idea for a bug character where their clothing is really just like decorative chitin that they molt.
I thought that you got a blue dragon in.
It is currently equipped. I have the Blue Dragon +1 currently equipped.
Oh, okay. It didn't even register to me.
I like that you recognize the shape of the sword well enough to know that.
I mean, I've definitely stared at this menu more than I have fought.
That is fair.
Let's be real.
We have done so much synthesis in your save file.
Yeah, because here's the
Oh,
thing.
there we go.
I have determined that because there's an old post that somebody made, and it was an edit of a Calvin and Hobbes thing, and it was every game is either menus or parkour. Mario,
The best ones are both.
Mario, parkour. Blue Dragon, menus. Despite jumping a lot, Destiny 2 is menus.
Actually, there's one game that isn't, and I hate the fact it isn't. Fable 3, because it's neither parkour nor menus, because they decided to revolutionize menus by just making it a room you teleport into. And then you walk over to the thing you need when a menu would have made the screen so much faster.
Yeah.
That is just an inconvenient form of menus. Therefore, it still holds true, in my opinion.
Yeah, except guy said it's not supposed to be a menu, and that's why it can change and be invaded. Doesn't change the fact it's a very inconvenient menu.
Yeah, it's still a menu. It's just a hidden menu. A disguised
Kinda
menu,
like-
if you will.
Kind of like how there's like,
while
oh,
you're
there's no loading screens, but man, this hallway sure is really long.
I just
say
like
that.
the Metroid Prime one where it's like, oh, the door is stuck. No, it's loading. But Kichi, while you're doing synthesis, since I think you're gonna be here for a little bit.
Oh no, I'm
Would
wrapping
you-
up synthesis. I've checked most what I needed to here.
I was gonna say, we could tell them about my little rant about Lisa Silverman and how I kind of was getting fed up with the Persona dev
Oh my
because
God.
there was like...
Go for it.
Okay, so there's a character in Persona 2 who was referenced in Persona 5 with Antomiki. And also, to a degree, Rise references this character. Her name is Lisa Silverman. She is the only canonical non-native Japanese character in the series. And she is blonde hair, blue eyes, obviously, and as a reference to her, but she is two parents, foreign born. Dad was literally designed to look like Steven Seagal. Her parents are kind of assholes. They weren't meant to be, but they are. She is American born. She was raised in Japan. American born because two American parents. Raised in Japan. Nationalized, like she is a full-blown Japanese citizenship. She does not have American citizenship anymore. She doesn't even speak English. She knows nothing about her American heritage. And her parents want her to basically be the stereotypical, good domestic housewife type Japanese woman, like the one that every stereotype falls under, to the point that they only expose her to Japanese culture and shit. Her entire plot is how she is rebelling against this because she feels like a foreigner, she feels like an outcast no matter where she goes, because even if she acts like the proper Japanese woman, she doesn't look like one. But everyone assumes because she doesn't look like one that she can speak English and that she has all this great culture, which her parents actively refuse to teach her English and actively refuse to engage her in this culture, which leads her to having this whole problem. And I'm like, they went to this extent to separate her from American, but they're all nationalized, which, Kichi, as you pointed out, when you become a Japanese citizen, they give you a Japanese name, correct?
Yep. Well, you're not technically required to, but typically most people who naturalize and gain Japanese citizenship do take on a Japanese name.
Okay, her mother does. She has the most stereotypical white name because they don't fucking change her name. So her name is Lisa Silverman. Mind you, for native Japanese speakers, Lisa comes off as Risa, because L's aren't a fucking thing in Japan.
Okay, to be
Well,
fair, certain names
sound
that do exist in both, do at least have rough equivalents in both languages. For example, the name Maya is actually a Japanese name as well as a Western name.
Yes, but Lisa is not.
Some people would take one, but Risa is. And it would not be unheard of for somebody who was named Lisa to take the Japanese name Risa. because it's
But she doesn't
sounds
have the
same.
name Visa. She doesn't have that name. They specifically... This is a problem by the devs that
The
makes
problem
her
is that,
parents
yes,
sound like
they-
asshole.
They actually just give her Visa and katakana, as in the American Lisa.
Yeah, the Japanese devs wanted to make it very clear she's a foreigner, but by doing so, they indirectly turn her parents into pieces of shit, but that justifies her anger at them to the point she's doing paid, compensated dating, that's the term, drugs, all of this shit, to rebel against him to the point she hates herself because of how much she is separated from. The problem is her parents are actually shown in-game to be very loving, very caring, and actually genuinely care for what's her. It's just, it comes off as smothering. And but the problem comes in this disconnect between how they act and how the devs designed her leads them to come off as an asshole because the devs wanted it very clear she's foreign, she's foreign, she's foreign.
Yeah.
And they gave her the American spelling of her name rather than doing what her mother had, where they could have very easily done the Japanese equivalent that you just said, which was Visa?
Visa, yep.
Like with a V? Okay.
No, with
And
an
it's
R,
like they could
with
have
an R.
easily... Oh, Risa. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, similar to Rise. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, they
Visa
could
would
have done
be a
it.
perfectly normal Japanese name if you spelled it either hiragana or kanji.
And they could have easily done that. Like, they did not have to give her an English name. They did this because they weren't convinced people were gonna realize she was a foreigner. When I'm like, you've got an entire school of black-haired, brown-eyed people outside of the one dude who dyes his hair blue. And you got the blonde girl over here who is taller than every other girl in her class and is the air quotes heavy of the group. I'm pretty sure the audience gets she's not a native Japanese girl.
Yeah.
So this is where a disconnect of the devs' stupidity, because they weren't convincing their audience, led to unintentional consequences of this that led to her parents coming off as assholes.
You must be
And I got really upset about this until Kichi pointed out, no, the devs are probably just being stupid here.
Yep. They didn't even think, they probably just did not even think about this, about like naturalization processes and getting a Japanese name that much.
Meanwhile, I'm over here writing a fucking fan fiction that has an American father in it, and I'm like, what do we all do with this? And to the point we're literally making the Japanese name. Look, you're explaining the laws of men taking women's surnames and so on, and I'm like, why aren't we working it out?
Yeah. Because yeah, that is, as I was explaining there, like, in Japan, first off, you cannot have different last names as a married couple. The idea, like in America, where you can get married and each of you retain your old last names and you're still married and everything's fine. Yeah, they don't do that in Japan. You have to share a last
They have
name.
been pushing for that, for the separation and for the more common acceptance of the wife's name, but it is still just a movement at the moment.
A man can take his wife's last name. That is perfectly legal.
It's just a pain in the ass to do.
It's not necessarily a pain in the ass, but it's generally, the only reason it's generally done is in the situation where the wife's family has like a lot of prestige or like has a company they're associated with, and the husband is marrying into the wife's family to take over that business or like carry on
and
that
in the
name.
case of my story, he already knew her from when he was a transfer student, so it was like, okay, they're gonna give him a naturalized name, or he can just take hers.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, it's not common for a man to take his wife's last name, except for the reason of essentially moving up by marrying into her family instead of her marrying into his.
Yeah, but one thing I did notice with the feminism movement that is going on in Japan that is trying to push for the option to have alternate last names, they also are pushing for, because depending where you are in Japan, it can actually be impossible for not legally, but because of roadblocks for a man to take a woman's last name, there actually are some areas in Japan where the bureaucrats will not let you do it. Like, it's legal, they won't fucking let you do it.
They might still allow it in the situation of, again, a man doing it. And, like, in Tokyo, for example, a man taking his wife's last name outside of that situation might be allowed, but kind of, you know, people will kind of look at you for it. Whereas maybe farther in the countryside, you may get a local like bureaucrat who's like, no, I'm not doing that. Unless you have a really good reason for taking your wife's last name, I'm just not doing that.
Yeah, and that's what part of the movement is to try and basically make it any bureaucrat who does that is fired immediately, like make it a standard policy, but they're also trying to push for the separation of family names, because a lot of this also stems down to they're trying to remove a lot of the toxicity in the male side of Japan, because part of that birth rate problem isn't just the income, it's also the toxic male behaviors that are still pretty fucking apparent there.
Yeah, and a lot of women were just like, if getting married and having a kid means this, then no thanks. I don't want to.
It also doesn't help that financially it is almost as impossible to have a kid there as it is here.
Yeah, it's really it's getting really tough.
Especially with having to spend $200 on a fucking backpack for a kid.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's required. Yeah, those little cute little hard backpacks that you see in anime for kids.
For like the
that
elementary
costs
schoolers?
$200.
It's expensive.
It literally costs $200. I think the guy from England who lives out there, not Connor, his other friend, Abroad in Japan. Abroad in Japan actually covered the costs of those in one of his videos, and he's like, this is like, when people talk about the declining birth rate, they're not actually talking about a lot of the social issues in abroad. Actually, Chris Broad talked to people about this, and a lot of it came down to fucking costs. But the second biggest thing was the sexism.
Yep, exactly. Like, if a wife's just supposed to be subservient to her husband, when most of the rest of the world doesn't deal with this, and she can have a better life if she doesn't get married, why would she get married?
Or they get upset that they're marrying foreigners when one person who is popular on TikTok, who is a Japanese woman with a half-Japanese daughter but is married to a black man from the States, she's gone on to explain, yeah, because foreigners tend to treat us better.
Yep. It's a thing.
Yeah. I really hope that this new bullshit going on with some of the Japanese propaganda going on does not hurt that movement, because I have full hope in that movement, because I've been paying attention to what they've been doing, because Mars Girl covers it a lot. And it's,
yeah, I've been watching the new prime minister they elected. The first ever female prime minister, and she is she's so fucking conservative. It's awful.
Yeah, but thankfully when it comes to a lot of the conservative shit, Chris Broad actually did a video covering how a lot of it is just propaganda bullshit and it's not necessarily real. So props to Chris Broad for not caving. We haven't
seen a lot of her actions. We've had to take her at what she's said so far. A lot of what she's said has been extremely conservative and not great.
Yeah.
There's a lot of worry about her, you know, being the first female prime minister smashing the glass ceiling, only to, like, seal it up behind her. And, like, we'll see.
I've seen comparisons. It's basically like Japanese Margaret Thatcher.
Yes.
Very much. She is very much like Margaret Thatcher. And that will leave an incredibly bad taste, and I think it's going to, in the long run, hurt the feminism movement there a lot more when women are actively starting to make a thing. And the main and also what I'm worried about is she's going to push back I'm worried she's going to push back the progress the LGBT community has been making in Japan. Yes, to be trans, having to be sterilized first is a fucked up thing, but you can at least legally be trans in Japan now.
Yeah.
Hopefully that stays.
That said, gay marriage is still not legal in Japan, which is fucking wild.
No, it's not, but it's not legal yet, but the opinions towards it are going more favorably.
Yeah, the
as
opinions
I've
towards
seen
are going more
between-
favorably. They also have
Between
workarounds, interestingly.
yeah.
But yeah.
Oh yeah, I learned one of those workarounds in a Korean comic because they did a similar thing where they wanted to get married, but in Korea, same-sex marriage isn't legal either. So what they did at the end of the comic is they got a lawyer to write a will that basically designated each other, recognizing each other as wives, but made it where all decisions for healthcare, life, death, basically everything a spouse would get, that other person is the executor of.
Japan's workaround is simpler, but also...
Please tell me it's not the adoption thing.
It is the adoption thing.
Of course they do the American workaround.
Yeah, the workaround for gay marriage in Japan is that one partner will adopt the other partner.
Yeah, that was a worker. Okay, so they're borrowing from the American thing. So,
Yeah.
for people who are too young to remember this, gay marriage was what, legalized here in 2011, 2010? Okay, so before gay marriage was legalized here in the States, and the legalization actually caused a huge problem with this. Before that, the workaround was the older partner would adopt the younger partner.
Yeah.
Then legalization happened. And emancipating the partners so that they could legally get married became one hell of a nightmare.
Yep.
Because a
you
lot of
can't
conservatives
marry
saw this as a
family.
way... A lot of conservatives saw this as a way to fuck over the queer community. And basically wouldn't let the emancipations go through.
Yeah.
Or some areas just didn't have a thing to undo the adoption.
Ugh, it's wild. But yes, going back to game, we have a skit. Mitsude Hitotsu. 3 is 1.
この町のシルトブラスティアとノール港のシルトブラスティアはもともとは一つのブラスティアだったみたいですよ。
Did you know that this town's Shield Blastia and Nor Harbor's Shield Blastia used to be one Blastia?
それも城の本で読んだのか？
Did you read that in a book in the castle too?
はい、正確には3つで1つのブラスティアらしくて、あと1つは2つの町の中央に沈んでいるそうです。
Yes. There actually used to be 3 of them that acted as one. One is in Torin Harbor, one's in Nor Harbor, and the other one sunk in the sea between the two.
それ引き上げらんないかね。そんでそれを売れば一生遊んで暮らせる金が手に入るよ。
I wonder if you could pull that one back up. If you could sell it, I bet you'd have enough money to play around for the rest of your life.
それができてりゃ帝国がとっくにやってんだろう。誰だって考えそうなことだぜ。
If that was possible, the Empire already would have done it. Anyone can think of that.
そんな冷たい言い方しなくてもいいじゃない。
Hey, you don't have to put it like that.
Also, I do apologize for getting animated there. I really love history and weird shit like that.
It's fascinating topics.
Yeah, can you tell I love history and activism?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm the same. I do very much love both of those. 反逆ガルドはでお泊まり預けますかいかがでしょうか Welcome. Stay. If you want to stay, it'll be 300 gold. What do you think?
なるほどな。
Miss thought
ユ
this
ニオ
was
ンと
a
して
radio
は
commercial.
帝国の姫様がブラブラしてるのを知りながらほっとけないってわけか。
You should be able to rewind and go back to it.
I see. The union for the union they really can't just leave it alone if there's a princess of the empire wandering around in their territory, huh?
ドンはもうご存知なんですね。私が次の皇帝候補であるってこと。
Don already knew, didn't he? That I was a potential successor to the empire.
そうそう。なもんで、ドンにエステルを見ておけって言われたんさ。
Yeah, yeah. And because of that, the Dawn asked me to keep an eye on Estelle here.
監視ってこと？あんま気分良くなくない？
To watch over her. Doesn't that make you feel a little gross?
そんなものです？
Would it? Is it that kind of thing?
あれ？僕だけ？
Huh? Is it just me?
まあ、ともかく、追っかけてきたらいきなり厄介ごとに首突
Rita,
っ込
your
んでるし。
girlfriend, at least she's pretty.
Right.
For the record, my girlfriends and my best friend's spouse say that to the two of us on a regular basis.
I love it. Well, for now, I caught up to you guys, and it's already turned into something troublesome.
おっさん、ついてくの大変だったわよ。
Really, this old man's having such a hard time.
でも、どうしてエステルを？
Yeah, but why Estelle?
帝国とユニオンの関係を考えたら、当然のことかもね。
I mean,
Wait,
regarding the
when did she
relations,
get glasses?
I put them on her while you were talking.
She looks too goddamn cute.
Right? I think she looks great in the glasses. If you're talking about the relations between the Union and the Empire, or everything about the relations between the Empire and the Union, it's kind of obvious.
腹を探り合ってるとこだからな。動きを追っておきたいのさ。
腹を... So to search one's stomach is kind of how this is, but it's basically like saying, what they're basically saying is like, they don't want someone like, it's about the concept of blame if something goes wrong. 動きを追っておきたいのさ. So they want to keep track of her movements.
で、あんたらはフェローってのを追って、コゴール砂漠に行こうとしてると。
Well, and you're all looking for this. You're all chasing after this pharaoh, heading for the sands of Kagor.
はい。
Yes.
砂漠がどういうとこか分かってる？
Do you know what kind of place a desert is?
暑くて乾いてて砂ばっかのところでしょ？
It's hot and dry, and there's only a lot of sand there.
簡単に言うわね。
Okay, hold it here and
そう
Rita.
簡単じゃないわよ。
Okay.
Get in the mecha still. Get in the mecha still.
Get in the mecha. Get in the mecha, Carol.
Yeah, because not necessarily this one, but the previous one, she just had that look.
Oh my god, yeah. You sure say that. You should say that easy. Sure say it like it's easy. It's not that easy, you know.
とりあえず近くまで皆さんと一緒に行こうと思って。
For now, I thought we could get close alongside by traveling together with everyone.
それから？
And from there,
いろいろ回ってみて、フェローの行方を聞こうかと。
well, we look around various places and try to find and ask Pharaoh.
突っ込みたいことはたくさんあるけど。
I love that. So, she says tsukomitai koto. So tsukomu is it's a verb. So the Japanese have something called manzai comedy is what they call it. It's a comedy style where usually pretty much always done by two people, where one person
is
is
the Raton thing.
It's where one person is one person's the one who will like tell jokes and like be silly, and the other one is essentially the straight man. The tsukomi is the straight man.
That's what it is. Not Boca Raton. Boca Tsukomi.
Yeah, boke and tsukomi. So the tsukomi is the guy who will go like, "What the hell, man? What the fuck?" And just be like, "Are you kidding me? You really think that's gonna work?" Just very straight played like responses, just somebody being very silly.
Rita, you look really sad with your girlfriend right now. Also, Estelle, put on some lighter clothing. We're gonna die in that dress.
Yeah, and so she's basically saying, there's a lot I want to interject about. There's a lot I want to basically straight man shoot down here. But
お城に帰りたくなくなったってことじゃないんだよね。
this does mean that you've decided you don't want to go back to the castle, right?
それは。
That's
おっさんとしては城に戻ってくれた方が楽だけどな。
It'd be a lot easier on this old man if you just went back to the castle, but
ごめんなさい。私知りたいんです。フェローの言葉の真意を。
I'm sorry, but I really want to know what Pharaoh meant with his words.
ま、デゼール大陸ってんなら好都合っちゃ好都合なんだけども。
Well, if we're heading to the continent of Desir, then I suppose that's actually kind of convenient.
どうしてかしら？
Oh, and what would that be?
どんなお使いでノードポリカへ行かなきゃなんないのよ。
Well, I got an errand for the Dawn to head over to Nordopolica.
ベリウスに手紙を持ってけって。
He told me to take this letter over to Bellius.
うわ、大物だね。
Whoa, that's something big.
ノードポリカを治める闘技場のボスの方でしたよね。
If it's Nordopolica, then that'd be the boss of the Colosseum, right?
正確にはドーチェって言うんだけどね。
If we're gonna be correct about it, they call her the Duce.
その手紙の内容知っているのかしら？
You happen to know the contents of that letter?
ダングレストを襲った魔物に関することだな。
Yeah, it should be about the monsters that attacked Dawngrest.
お前さんたちの追ってるフェローってやつ。
That Pharaoh guy y'all are chasing after.
ベリウスならあの魔物のこと知ってるってことだ。
Bellius probably knows something about that monster.
こりゃ俺たちもベリウスってのに合う価値が出てきたな。
Ah. And with this, we now also have a reason to go talk to Bellius. He literally says, Bellius de no ni, ao kachi ga dette kita ne. Dette kita na. He basically says, value in. So this kachi is like value. And deru is like to like appear or show up or to come out. So he's basically saying like, and with this, value in us meeting Bellius has just like appeared.
ですね。
Hey, Kichi,
Yeah, what's up?
I gotta get going. It's 9 o'clock.
I see how it is.
Listen, I get to spend time with my wife. You're gonna
Go
keep me
spend
from
time
my
with your wife.
wife?
Look, Heather just got here and you're leaving. Okay, I'll
Say, listen,
hydrate.
they love to, listen, they like to see me come, but they love to watch me leave. You know what they say.
They love to see you come.
I meant both of those things, and I said what I said. Anyways, have a good
I
night.
can't believe I got you to
Elaborating further.
burst out laughing that hard, Kitchy.
Oh my god. Catch you later, Cody. Thanks for showing up. Go ahead and shout yourself out on the way out. Oh, he's already gone. I see how it is. Okay.
Like,
Gonna have to do that
I
myself.
knew you might snicker. I didn't expect you to spit take like that.
I was not expecting it.
For me to just say, they're happy to see you come.
That was my friend Cody Lycan, fellow VTUC member. Please go show him lots of love. And for everyone else here, my other I'm gonna do the other shout out command for Cody, and then I'm also gonna do. Is that gonna do? Okay, yeah, I don't have my clips set up. I have to remember how I did that. Wait.
It's not a problem if you can't remember how to spell my name. I hate to tell you this. When I met
I got it.
Monarch, Amelie, at SoccerCon, I couldn't remember how to spell my own name. I had to physically write it down because I'm not used to verbally spelling it.
Fair. But yes, and then my other lovely co-host today is Viridian Storms, another good friend of mine, who we have jammed a lot over Phantasy Star, Tales, many other things.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. We got this. It's fine.
Making me tank as the fucking force in the party.
Hey, it worked. We beat the boss. It's chill. We got this.
つうわけでおっさんも一緒に連れてってね。
And with that reason, I was told that this old man should go with you.
分かったよ。でも一緒にいる間はちゃんとブレイブベスペリアの掟は守ってもらうよ。
DT, I got a serious question for you. Do you remember much fun? I don't remember a lot of Final Fantasy VIII. I watched a friend play through it a very long time ago. I do remember that the ending was bullshit, and there was so much contrived plot twists in that game. Holy shit.
Well, yeah, because they didn't have Illusion of Gaia to rip off.
Yeah, fair.
Like, everyone's like, oh, they're completely different games. Follow the beat for beat, and you literally have Superman being derived from John Carter, which he was.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I hated the ending of Final Fantasy VIII. That much I remember. The whole ending segment was awful. So much contrived bullshit.
You wanna know what my favorite meme about Final Fantasy VIII is? And it comes from Spoonie, Noah Antweiler, back when he made content. Okay,
Yeah.
You know Zell? Zell, the blonde dude, how he jumps around and shit? Okay, so Spoonie had a thing where Zell's first introduced where he's like dancing around the train car and shit, and then he stops and does the thumbs up at the camera with his teeth showing.
Yeah?
Okay, he just added he added the words Mentos over it and just the dialogue clip, the Fresh Maker.
Incredible. See, I actually never played Illusion of Gaia, which is really a shame because I did play the third game from that
Terranigma?
Terranigma. I loved Terranigma. I never went back and
I
played
would
Illusion of Gaia,
definitely
though.
suggest playing Illusion of Time, the PAL version, because it doesn't have all the censoring in it. But
Fair.
if you can play the Japanese version, play the Japanese version better because it's the one with the fewest translation issues. Because apparently having the great Leviathan in a video game will piss off Christians, so they had to censor that out into it just being a fish monster. But it's like, because I know mythology, I know the whole main story.
Yeah. So yes, Heather, so technically Illusion of Gaia is part of a three-part...
It's the second game.
Yeah, Illusion of Gaia is the second game of a sort of three-part series. They're not
directly linked. They're not direct sequels. They share the same universe, but because I think Illusion of Gaia is the only one that is like loosely connected. But if you get all 50 red gems, the boss you fight is one of the bosses from Soul Blazer. And
Yes.
Soul Blazer, Illusion of Gaia, and Terranigma are all technically connected. And more of they are connected, they're just loosely connected, where Final Fantasy is not connected at all. Final Fantasy doesn't even follow its own rules game to game.
Yeah.
Like, part of the reason I hate
more
Final
like
Fantasy is...
they're connected more in a similar sense to, like, say, Tales of
Dragon
Fantasia
Quest.
versus Tales of Symphonia, where they are...
I was gonna say more Dragon Quest, where they're all technically connected, but there's so much variance between them, like, you can't get a straight timeline.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
Especially with how Illusion of Gaia ends.
Yeah. Terranigma, the third game of the series, is especially notable because it was released in Japan as Tenchi Sozo. And then it got a European release in English, in full English, as Terranigma, but never came to the United States.
It's a PAL only version.
Yep.
And
I actually really love Terranigma. It's a very good game.
And what sucks is there was a fan attempt to remaster Illusion of Gaia, and it's the only one that's ever had their fan game shut down, and it further fuels my theory that Squeenix is actively killing the revival of that series specifically so people do not realize Squaresoft stole Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
Because you have two games that come out about a giant space rock that's threatening all life on the planet, piloted by some alien life form that basically affects the life force of the planet, a guy in dark armor with a long two-handed sword that both games feature for very restricted graphics. The scene of him jumping down and slamming his sword into the ground, in one case paralyzing a character by stabbing her, and in another the ability actually paralyzing enemies, having a weird energy life form, having monsters and so on, and connections to actual historical mythological areas, having a scruffy-haired blonde character fighting with an impractical weapon, having a brown-haired female main character who fought in a pink dress and was also connected to a mythical proto-species that doesn't really exist anymore, a shape-shifting character who's also part of a secret tribe.
Yeah,
Need I go on?
It's very, very similar.
Let's not forget they both had sections that involved flying vehicles piloted by an engineer who was an inventor.
Yeah.
Who had almost identical looks, except one wasn't designed to look like they belonged in Europe.
Yep. And keep in mind that the Soul Blazer series, Soul Blazer Illusion of Gaia Terranigma, was made by Enix, and then the Final Fantasy VII was made by Squaresoft before they bought Enix.
Well, before they merged, because both companies were suffering at the time.
Fair.
But, yeah, so independently, the main reason people refer to Square side or Enix side is Squeenix is not a united company. It is one of the few merged companies that still operate as two separate companies. You will have the Enix side, and you will have the Square side. But the problem is Quitlet, which was an Enix subsidiary, has never produced anything since that merger, which leads a lot of people to thinking the Squaresoft side is actively suppressing it because they don't want people realizing 2 years after Illusion of Gaia, they stole Illusion of Gaia and rebranded it as Final Fantasy VII.
Yep.
Which sucks, because I'd rather a remaster of Illusion of Gaia. Like, I just want to be able to three-dimensionally see Kara getting really pissed off at the blue-haired girl who can constantly legitimately do the joke that fans keep milking, which is, I've been in Will's pants more times than you have. Because she turns into a dandelion and rides around in his pocket.
Oh my god. That's funny. Yeah, no, the only one I've played
there's
that series...
so much fan art of Kara just getting pissed off at this character because you don't even need to know the dialogue. You can see, like, her holding Will and just Kara getting, like, very angry, and it's all because of the fact that she turns into a dandelion and rides around in Will's pocket so she can help him with locks and stuff, but it still leads to the fandom joke of Lily has been in Will's pants more than Kara has.
That's fantastic. Oh, man, I do need to play that. Maybe that will be another one I play in Japanese. Probably not on stream, but yeah.
I would say play it in Japanese off stream, but first play Illusion of Gaia by itself with me on stream.
That could be fun, yeah.
Because it's not a very long game. I think it's like 20, 25 hours.
Okay. Way less time than Vesperia, which I'm doing 3 playthroughs of at once.
But then I would definitely say play the Japanese version. But then I would say play the Japanese version. But I would say if you're gonna play Illusion of Gaia, just get the PAL version called Illusion of Time. Yeah. Which Illusion of Time actually is a more apt name, and what I always found infuriating when people didn't realize why it was called Illusion of Time or Illusion of Gaia, because like the name doesn't make any sense. No, it does if you actually pay attention to the ending.
Yeah, that's fair. Terranigma It makes sense, but it's very different from the Japanese title. Because the Japanese title Tenchi Sozo is like the recreation of heaven and earth, which is an extremely straightforward title, honestly, for that game.
I'm pretty sure it's called Illusion of Gaia in Japanese, or the Japanese equivalent to Illusion of Time. But it's still like both names work for what the theme is.
Let me take a look real quick. Illusion of Gaia. I
miss my Illusion of Gaia t-shirt because when you bought the SNES game, it came with a free t-shirt of size medium or large that had the art and stuff on it, and my t-shirt got lost over the years, and I really wish I had a new one because I want my Illusion of Gaia t-shirt. I know, right? And they're so expensive online. I just want my Illusion of Gaia t-shirt.
Illusion of Gaia Japanese artwork for Illusion of Gaia. I can look at that. Yeah, Gaia no Gensoki. Gaia Gensoki. So like the illusionary record of Gaia.
Yeah, which Illusion of Gaia then works because it is. Let's just put it this way: the ending is very beautiful.
And okay, I understand you can't watch. Glad you stopped by though. Kite-kurete arigato ne.
And
sorry, go ahead.
While I do say Final Fantasy VII is a ripoff, I say a ripoff rather than a plagiarism because. So, you know how Superman is a ripoff of John Carter because they're literally the same beats, where you've got a guy who goes to an alien world because of the home world he grew up on, he has superhuman strength and has a very strong personal sense of justice, blah, 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 and becomes basically a force multiplier. Okay, they are literally beat for beat the same character, but what they do for story-wise changes. So, Illusion of Gaia had so many shared beats with Final Fantasy VII, there is no way Squaresoft made that game without copying Enix's notes.
Yeah.
They only came out 2 years apart. And you're telling me 2 years apart, two rival companies release a game, one having a comet, the other having a meteor, and both of them having a alien life form that affects the life force of the planet on it.
Yeah, no. And also, dev cycles for games back then were a lot shorter.
Yeah, and so Final Fantasy VII got delayed because
if there was a 2-year difference in modern day, you could potentially say, well, they probably both came up with the idea at roughly the same time, and one development cycle took longer.
But like these sheer similarities, like Frieden, who is an ally. Frieden is one of the best parts of that game. You gain the ability to turn into Frieden the Dark Knight, and it's like if you got... the best way to literally describe it is you're summoning the Megazord.
Excellent. I love that.
He has... Yeah, he just has longer range, far more power, and a lot of fun shit. But it's like, Frieden was very clearly the inspiration for Sephiroth. They even have long hair, except he fights with a claymore, and
Sephiroth fights with a...
Daikatana, and Frieden has long blonde hair and European armor, where Sephiroth fights with the Daikatana, has silver hair and more Japanese armor.
Yeah.
And both of them are the ones that have the downward attack, and I'm like, you could not make it more obvious. Like, even the sections where you have to deal with the airship and the airplane.
That warrior morph for Will
having
is great.
Vampires. Yeah. Literally having an entire section where you have to deal with a vampire.
Yep. Fair enough.
Yeah. It is. Was the dead civilization from the ship? The dead civilization, I assume you're talking the glass palace. That was the underwater, the under the ocean palace. If you're talking about that one, that was from the airplane. If you're talking about the dead Incan tribe, that would be from, the ship, the golden ship. Oh yeah, you travel through a lot of various things in that thing.
Yeah.
It is a fun game. It is part of why I got really into archaeology, is that game.
Interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna also nudge us back to cutscene so we can get through it. Apologies. What was this? Cut that. All right. I understand, but while you're with us, you're gonna have to protect Brave Vesperia's rules.
了解了解
I thought that was kind of Kichi game. Yeah. All right, understood.
It's a bittersweet
でも
story. It
そ
is
っちのギルド
depressing,
に
but
入るわ
it
けじゃ
is
ないからそこんとこもよろしくな
a very good bittersweet ending.
But I'm not joining your guild. For now, though, let's get along.
どうしてブレイブベスペリアに入らないのです？
Why won't you join Brave Vesperia?
同時に2つ以上のギルドに所属することは禁止されてるんだ。
You're not allowed to be part of belong to more than 2 guilds at a time, to more than 1 guild at a time.
レイブンだって一応アルトスクの人間だしね。
And Raven's already part of Altosk.
一応ってなんだよ
Oh, and Raven's kind of already part of Altosk. What do you mean, kinda?
話は終わり。じゃあ、私そろそろ休むわ。
Well, is that it for the discussion? In that case, I'm going to go to bed.
はい。
Yes.
Kitchi, one of your ads shows how internet brained I am.
Oh?
It's a Subaru ad with a dog sitting in a car seat chewing on a red, what I assume is supposed to be a rubber chicken, but it looks like a red dildo.
It's probably a red Kong.
It definitely is supposed to be, but the shape of it.
I mean,
Like
is it the one that's like the 3 balls of slightly different sizes?
No. It literally looks like a dildo with feet.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Should be a chicken.
That's
then.
and the tagline was "Dog tested, dog approved," and I'm just like, I have been on the internet way too long.
Oh my god. So, what are we doing about Rita?
さあな
Who knows?
明日の出発まで自由行動かしら。
Well, I suppose for now, until we depart tomorrow, we can act on our own.
うん、そうだね。明日になったら港に行ってみよう。
Yeah, that sounds good. Tomorrow, let's all meet up at the port to head out. Oh yeah, I see
Yeah,
how
I'm
this Twitch
apparently not
jumping
a
an ad all of a sudden.
subscriber.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now I'm getting the ads.
Raven は監視するおっさんとの称号を得ました。Raven earned the title. What is it?
The useless one of
Managing old
Vesperia.
man. Parted with everyone. Talk to Carol.
どうしたボス
What's up, boss?
その呼び方なんだかなんだよね。
I don't know how I feel about being called
ボ
that.
スはボスだろじゃあなんて呼ぶ
The boss is the boss, right? Well, what do you want me to call you?
なんてって今まで通りでいいよ。なんか実感ないんだそれ。
I don't know. Just as we were before. Doesn't feel real,
有
that.
利にそんな風に呼ばれるのもくすぐったいし。
Having you call me like that just feels too stiff.
少しずつ慣れてくんじゃねえの
You sure it won't just grow on you a little by little?
そんなもんかな。
Is it that kind of thing?
さあなギルドのことは俺よりもお前の方が詳しいだろ
I don't know. But you know more about guilds than I do, right?
そうだね。
Yeah, that's true.
ボスってさ、ギルドの真ん中でちゃんと立ってなきゃいけない。
But the boss is someone who has to stand up in the middle of the guild and is someone who has to stand up in the middle of the guild.
そんな風に立派にできるかな。
can I really do something like that with that much? Can I really be like that? He uses the Nipa, which is like splendid. He's talking about like, can I really like measure up to that?
まあ初めっからボスらしく振る舞えっていうのは無理だ。
Well, I mean, acting perfectly like a boss from the get-go seems like it's
と
probably
りあえず
possible.
ギルドとして仕事を一つこなすのが先だろ。
But for now, doesn't just doing our job as a guild, doesn't just doing our first job as a guild sound more important?
そうだね。ひとまずエステルをちゃんとフェローに合わせて。
That's true. First, we gotta get Estelle to meet up with Pharaoh.
会えるかな。
But will we be able to meet him?
会えるように図るのが俺たちギルドの仕事だよ。
Seeing if that can be made, seeing if we can manage to make that meeting happen is our job as a guild, right?
会えなきゃ報酬はもらえないし、信頼も得られない。
If we don't meet up with him, then we can't get our payment, and then people won't be able to trust
ただ
us.
そんだけの話だ。
Just that kind of talk.
最初からハード
Or
ル
just
高い
that,
仕事を
that kind of story.
選んじゃったんじゃない？
Didn't we pick a job that's a little too hard for our first one?
その方が手応えがあるだろう。得るものもその分大きい。
Well, that way we earn more. All right, that was more fitting. We'll earn more that way.
頑張ろうぜ。
Let's do our best.
うん。
Yeah. Carol, always so worried. Hey there.
あんた、本当にエステルをフェローとかいうのに合わせるつもり？
You, are you really planning to take Estelle to meet Pharaoh? Are you really saying you're gonna do something like take Estelle to meet Pharaoh?
ん？まあな。
Well, yeah.
あの子、そいつに毒って言われたんだっけ？
That girl. Called her something like poison.
ああ。
Yeah.
そんなこと言われたら気にするなっていうのが無理かもだけど。
I mean, telling her not to worry about it is probably impossible.
だからって帝位継承のゴタゴタから目を背けてもあの子のためになんないでしょ？
But because of that, couldn't she just go live in the Empire and not worry about this kind of thing? Wouldn't that suit her more?
心配なんだな。
She's probably worried. Or you're probably
何
you
言ってん
sure
の？
worried.
事実でしょ？
Well, what? What are you saying? It's the truth.
まあな。
Yeah, I suppose.
だったら
Well then,
城に返すべきってか？
you're saying she should return to the
う
castle?
ん。私はそう思う。
Yeah, that's what I think.
あいつが決めたんだ。本当にどうすべきかは、あいつが見つけ出すしかねえ。
But she decided. Whether it's if it's what she's really supposed to do, up to her to figure that out.
フェローってのと戦いになるかもしれないんでしょ？
You might end up fighting Pharaoh, you know?
死んじゃったら見つけるも何もないじゃない。
If she dies, there's nothing to find.
死なせやしない。そのために俺らがついてくんだろ。
I won't let her die. That's why we're here. That's why we're coming with her, right?
もういいわ。
I give up. So she literally said "mo iwa," so that's basically like, it's fine. But that's a very common way in Japanese, just kind of like give up on the conversation. It's fine. I repeat.
俺は俺
Repeat,
のや
can I
り
have
方
some of
で
your
やる
smokes?
とか言っときながら。
I should just do things my way. That's what you're saying, huh? I should just do things. では俺のやり方でやる。だから、 All while saying I'm gonna do things my
早
way.
々にキモールに逃げられちまうなんて情けねえよな。
Hurry, speeding along and letting Kimura go.
ま
Pathetic.
ったくフレンのやつに顔向けできね
Ugh, really? How am I supposed to face Flynn like this?
え。分かってるよ。キモールよりギルドの仕事だろ。
I get it. Rather than Kimura, the guild's my job right now, right?
ああ、さすがにいつまでもほっとけないだろうけどな。
Yeah. I did. But I really can't just let him. Just leave him alone forever.
ああいうやつは何度でも同じことを繰り返す。
Guys like that will just do the same thing over and
なん
over.
とかしなけりゃ帝国から離れてギルド作った意味ねえよな。
If I don't do something about it, then there was no meaning in me leaving the Empire and joining a guild.
下道にはいつか天罰が下る。どういう形であれな。
For straying from the path, punishment will be delivered by heaven. That kind of thing, huh? Ah, Yuri.
あら、もしかしてあのキュモールっていう人探しに行くの？
Oh. You couldn't be going out to search for that Kimura person.
単なる散歩だよ。ジュディこそどこ行ってたんだ？
It's just a simple walk. How about you, Judy? What are you doing?
私も単なる散歩。
Oh, just a simple walk for me too.
さっきエステルに言ったこと気にしてるんじゃないだろうな。
You aren't worried about what you said to Estelle earlier, are you?
さっき言ったこと？
What I said earlier?
ほら、エステルにちょっときついこと言って。
Come on. You're kind of strict with her before. Kind of harsh with her before.
ああ、あれは悪かったわ。あなたのお株奪っちゃって。
Oh, that was my bad. I blew your cover, didn't I?
お株？別に何も奪われた覚えはないが。
Or I stole your thunder. Thunder? You didn't really steal my thunder. I don't really remember you stealing my thunder, but...
あなたもあの子に私と同じこと言おうとしてたでしょ。
Oh, you were planning to say the same thing to her that I did, didn't you?
なんだ、気づいてたのか。
What, you realized?
謝られるほどのことじゃねえよ。
Not something to apologize about.
そう。
That's so.
エステルにきつく言ったことを気にして、キュモール探しに行ってたんじゃないのか？
You weren't concerned about what Estelle said and went to search for Kimura, did you?
違うわ。
No, it's different.
ふーん。
But that's not it.
疑ってるの？
Are you doubting me?
見た目以上に人に気を使ってそうだしな。
I don't know. I thought maybe you cared a little bit more about what people thought about you than put on.
そうでもないわよ。
Oh, that's not.
まあ、いいんだけどな。
Well, I guess it's fine.
あなたこそ探しに行かないの？
And you? You aren't going to go search
だ
for
か
him?
ら言ったろ。俺のは単なる散歩だって。
I told you earlier. For me, it's just a simple walk. God, I love them. Oh, that reminds me. Oh, Stupid stole my instant aggro redeem somehow, and he's never been here. I think Stupid might have been in here once, but I don't know. But that is very funny. Oh, hello, Estelle.
ダメですね、私。
Really no good. I'm really no good.
目の前に何かあると、ついそっちに目がいっちゃって。
When there's something in front of me, I just can't let it go.
本当に自分のしようとしてたことを見失ってしまうんです。
Just lose track of everything I was doing. Okay, to be fair, the instant aggro voice is not something I came up with on my own. I'm being perfectly honest here. That is absolutely a voice that I stole from the internet. It's the good old Mr. Obama voice. Hello? Is anyone there?
Hello?
Yeah. I am not
Richie?
surprised. I am not surprised at all if we just stole it from the same place. To be
I have a
specific,
cat who's demanding pets.
give the cat pets for me. But also specifically, the instance I'm most stealing it from, that also stole it from that one is, well, from the general Uwu voice, there was an article about someone who was playing Sea of Thieves, and they realized that getting onto the megaphone and shouting "Hello" is basically an instant aggro button for any other crews. And so they would literally torture their own crew by anytime they saw another ship on the horizon, they'd get on the megaphone and shout "Hello" at the other ship which would often immediately turn and tag them. So there you go. That's where my instant aggro. That's why I call it instant aggro, because that voice just instant aggroes some people. It is a spell of instant aggro. Hello. Hello. But yes.
そうだな。
I suppose so.
ジュディスに言われて気づきました。
I realized it when Judy said that to me.
私、今までそうやってユーリたちを振り回してきてたんですね。
Up until now, I've been dragging you and the others along with it.
それでも今はまだマシだぜ。
I mean, even so, right now it is what it
も
is.
しお前が皇帝になったら、その一言で国一つが振り回されちまうんだからな。
Imagine if you were to become the Empress. With one word from you, you'd drag the entire country around.
そうですね。
I suppose that's so.
なんだかユーリたちと一緒に来て正解だった気がします。
I suppose it seems like it was the right decision to come with you all here.
そうか？
Is that so?
こうやって新しいことが見えたから、
Like this, I've gotten to see so many new things.
私が皇帝になるかどうかはまだわからないけど、
Don't know if I'm going to become the Empress yet or not.
ま
But
だまだ知らなければならないことがこの世界にはたくさんあるんですよね。
there's so many things that there's so many things in this world that I just don't know.
フェローを追いかけるのもその一つか。
And chasing after Pharaoh. It's one of those things, huh?
怖くもありますけど、でも自分が何者なのか、
There's certainly fear in this, but I have to know what I
彼の言っ
am.
てた世界の毒が何なのか知らなければならないと思うんです。
But what I am? Why did he say it was a poison? I think I have to know these things.
そうだな。いい覚悟だ。
Suppose that's so. Got guts. Rather that's some good guts there. Just like her what's the word? Not will. Or preparation. I keep coming up with other Japanese words rather than the English words. Good motivation? Anyway.
ユーリ、
Bridian, what word am I thinking of?
Huh? Sorry. Was petting cat.
That's fine. What you were saying that's like a good guts or motivation. What's the word I'm thinking of? It's not like it's like between preparation and guts or motivation.
Preparation and guts?
Yeah.
Give me context in a sentence.
I mean, she was basically saying, like, even though she's afraid to go see Pharaoh, she needs to know what she
Motivation.
Motivation is close. It's close.
Ambition.
Ambition's
Courage.
not right.
Courage.
Courage is not bad. Yeah.
Gumption.
Yeah, it's kind of similar.
Machismo, oomph.
Not oomph or machismo. Determination. Determination. That's some good determination. That's probably a good one. Grit is also
There's
good,
your
yeah.
true bilingual problems, folks. Get you forgetting English for a second.
Yeah, yeah, seriously.
Also, speaking of which, I need to use the bathroom real quick.
Go for it.
Hmm?
Harry. Yeah.
私こんな風だからまたわがまま言って振り回してしまうかもしれません。
As I am now, I might still be selfish and drag you all around.
その時は叱っ
Me
て
too,
く
I
だ
know
さい。
English. Look, it happened. Look, even without the Japanese, I forget words sometimes. It just happens. When that time comes, please smack some sense into me.
そうだな。その性格、簡単には治らなそうだし。
Yeah, I suppose that's so. With that personality, it's not something that's going to be easy to fix.
もう一人手厳しいのがいるから、嫌われ役はそっちに回すかね。
Well, I guess you're going to need someone else to be a little bit strict with you. And we don't want anyone coming to hate you, huh?
それじゃあ私先に宿屋に戻ってますね。
Well then, I'm going to head back to the inn and rest. Estelle. But yeah, no, that's not even a bilingual thing. I sometimes just forget English words. Even that happened before I even really started learning Japanese. Here and there, at least. Oh, hello there.
やれやれ。おっさんと一緒に旅することになるとはね。
Oh boy, what? Oh boy, what a thing it is! Ending up traveling with this old man again.
何？嫌なわけ？
What? Is it what? You don't like it?
少なくとも好んではないな。
Well, at very least, I don't like it.
何よ、悲しいこと言うわね。
What? Don't say something so sad.
一緒に悪に立ち向かった仲じゃない。
Aren't we buddies who faced off against a villain together?
あれは雪係長だからな。ノール港でやったこと忘れてねえぞ。
That's just how things ended up. What you did in Port Nor? I haven't forgotten.
まだその話覚えてるの？
What? You
しつ
still
こい
remember that?
男は嫌われるわよ。
Persistent guys get hated, you know.
恨み節を言うつもりはない。
I don't exactly plan to. I don't exactly plan to be. I don't exactly plan to earn
た
people's
だ一緒
ire.
に旅するのを遠慮したくなるには十分すぎるぜ。
But I certainly am not gonna hold back if we're traveling together.
大丈夫大丈夫。おとなしくしてるって。
It's fine. It's fine. I told you. I'll behave.
ケーブモックの時もガスファロストでもお行儀よくしてたでしょ？
Whether it's that time in Cave Mock or even in Gas Frost. I helped out, didn't I?
だと助かるんだけどな。
That'd be nice if
お
so.
っさんが若人たちにどこまでついていけるかは不安だけどさ。
But how far this old man can travel with all you youngins, I'm definitely a bit worried.
エステルが城へ戻るまでついていくつもりか？
What? Aren't you planning? What are you planning to stick around until Estelle goes back to the castle?
そりゃあドンから命令受けたジョーちゃんの監視ってそういうことだからね。
Well, yeah, that's the kind of order. That's the orders that I received from the Dawn. Keep a watch over the princess until then, right?
そりゃまあ難儀な仕事だな。
What a tough job you got there.
どこかで騎士団に引き渡すってのも手か。
I guess I do have the option of figuring out where I can hand her over to the knights, though.
またろくでもないことを考えてる目してるぜ、おっさん。
You look like you're thinking about something bad there, old man.
そんなんじゃないわよ。
No, that's definitely not it.
まあしばらく一緒ってことで残念だけどよろしくな、おっさん。
Oh, looks like for now they're traveling together. It's unfortunate, but get along, old man.
残念ってどういうことよ。まあいいけど。
What do you mean, unfortunate? Ah, it's
じゃ
fine.
俺さん先に宿屋に帰るわ。
Ban. Get the hell out of here, bot. Oop.
I
Okay.
am back. Was that another bot?
It was another bot.
Speaking of which, show chat the video I sent you. It's 8 seconds long. I sent it to you on Discord.
Okay. I'll take a look. I'll finish up this dialogue and then do that.
It's safe
well.
for work.
The great me, this great me is gonna head back to the inn for now. All right. Let's look at what have I been sent? Oh boy. Okay.
Chad, it's a big one. It's very important. It's gonna get Kitchy in so much trouble at Twitch.
Oh, I'm sure. There is so much pussy in this video. I want to do this. All right, we're gonna add a window capture. And this is this one. There we go. Okay. Told you there is so much pussy in this video.
Now click play.
Cute.
Pussy playing with a little button.
Yep. That
We
is
can still see
adorable.
Discord.
Yep, I'm just putting that away. There we go. They
Yeah,
are adorable.
I was sitting in there, and they brought in their little juice cap that they had stolen out of the garbage and were playing with it.
I don't think there's anything else to do here.
Go pet the pussy in town?
Is there one I can actually interact with?
There was one by the tree from earlier.
Oh, yeah. Nope, not there anymore.
And you're not playing as Estelle.
I am also not
Doesn't
playing as Estelle. I cannot play as Estelle right now.
Wait, was it Estelle who names them, or was it Colette from...
You're thinking Colette from
the...
Symphonia. Colette has that whole side quest to, like, talk to all the dogs.
Well, I know one of them has a side quest to name all the cats.
It's not... It is not Estelle. You didn't know how, Tonali desu ne. Sarah, your room is next door, right? Hmm? 夜遊びに、繰り出すなら、おっさんも連れてってよ。If you're going out to play at night, why don't you bring this old man with you?
I don't want to go
Raven.
play with some creepy old man.
All right. Remember, how do I now sleep? Oh, do I talk to Repeat again outside, maybe? Sometimes that's how it works.
Oh, right, another similarity between Illusion of Gaia and Final Fantasy VII. You know how there's a section of Final Fantasy VII where you need to get the chocobos to cross the desert?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a section in Illusion of Gaia where to get across the desert, you have to enter a drinking contest called Russian Glass to win these 3 fictional fantasy kangaroo camel things to get across the desert.
Yep. Makes sense.
Yeah. They legitimately stole an actual plot point and just replaced the creature with chocobos.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go.
リタはどうするんです？
What do we do about Rita?
あの子にはあの子のやることがある。
That girl also has own things to do.
そういうことだな。
Yep, that's how it goes.
で、港から船だっけ？
Well, if we're talking about the port, then it's a boat, right?
それって。
Actually, those glasses are really cute on her, especially with her smiling like that.
Just remember, people, glasses are a disability aid. They're not a fashion statement. Just because some people want to look fashionable with their disability, don't go buying cosmetic glasses. You will have someone like me break them.
I do have a pair of lensless glasses, but they were specifically for cosplay.
Yeah, there's a difference. You're not wearing them cosmetically. You're wearing them
absolutely.
for costume.
Also, fun fact. Literally, literally every one of my girlfriends has worn glasses. It's not a fetish thing. It's not like I actively seek this out. It just happened that way.
I see how it is. Press X to
お前
doubt.
もついてくんのか？
Chat. Press X to doubt.
Does that mean? Are you coming with us too? No, I promise I didn't intentionally go for this. I just happened to end up crushing on girls that all had glasses for other reasons. I like it was about their personality,
Okay,
not the glasses.
here's the question. Here's the real question. Were they all nearsighted?
That's actually a great question. I'm not sure.
Because if they were all nearsighted, I was like, how bad do you think you look that you need a bunch of blind ladies?
Oh,
I
that was
love
a
that
good one.
it took you a second to get that, and then you realized how funny it was.
Oh, that was a good one. No, look, again, this wasn't intentional. These are just, well, all of them were also girls who I got along with as friends and then ended up crushing on and then ended up dating. Every one of them.
So again, you have a type.
Apparently.
なんか用事があったんでないの？
Yeah. What? Didn't you have an errand or something?
エアルクレーネの調査ですよね。
It was to investigate the air crane, wasn't it?
騎士団長から依頼された警部モックの方はすでに調査報告済み。
The what is it? The captain of the knights entrusted me to research Cave Mock, but I already finished that investigation, and now I was going to go report.
他のエアルクレーネはどの道旅して調べるつもりだったから。
I was already planning to go to go around and investigate other air cranes, so.
つまり調査のために私たちを利用するってことかしら？
In summary, then for the purpose of your investigation, you're going to be using us.
まあね。ヘリオードの時みたいに調査中ひどい目に遭わないとも限らないわけだし。
Veda, what's with that pose?
I suppose. If it's like that time in Heliord, the investigation would be real rough. So it's good to have some people.
一人よりもあんたたちと一緒の方がとりあえず安心よね。
If I'm rather than being alone, it'd be much safer if I'm with all of you.
相変わらずいい性格してるぜ。
As always, you've got quite the personality.
また 一緒に旅できるんですね。私嬉しいです。
And we'll be able to travel together. Oh, I'm so happy.
そう。私は別に。
Soon. Look at that blush. Is that so? I don't particularly.
それより港に行くんじゃなかったの？
More than that, aren't we going to the port?
まったくワコードは元気よの。
Oh boy. The youngins sure are energetic.
ふざけてんの。
Are you screwing with me?
どんな逆切れよ。
Yeah. What kind of reverse play is this?
じゃ港に行きますか。
Or what kind of turnaround play is this? Well, I guess we should head to the port. Reunited with everyone. And hold on, let me double check. You're in slot 3 now. So we're gonna leave that there. We're gonna go down here. Oh, player 2 is now Xbox controller 3. Okay. Man, this is just something. And we have Kuhara Kuya Saiko no what is it? Chouryo? An empty stomach is the best spice.
お腹減った。
おっさんも限界。
I'm so hungry. This old man's also at his limit.
もうそんな時間か？エステルたちは平気みたいだぞ。
Oh, is that already that time? Estelle and the others look like they're fine.
今のエステル？お腹減ってるんじゃないの？
Aren't you hungry?
まだ我慢です。最近ちょっときつい
Keep
から。
looking at her like that, old man, and then you're gonna have her turn into velvet and eat you.
I can still deal with it. It's a little tough lately. Oh.
今度はリタッチの方から。
This time it was from Rita.
ジュディまで。
Even Judy.
我慢大会でもしてんのか？
Are you guys having a bear with it competition?
そうね。ダイエットはある意味我慢大会ね。
I suppose so. A diet is sort of like a bear with it competition.
ダイエット？必要ないっしょ。特にリタッチは
I
それ
always
以上
hate this
薄く
shit
なる
when
の。
diets are starving yourselves. Like, that's not how they actually work. It's just
Oh, yeah.
increasing your physical while managing what you eat to a different degree. Like, I always hated this. Oh yeah, diets are just starving yourselves.
No,
if your
it's a
stomach
terrible way
is
to do it.
rumbling that loudly, you should be eating, not dieting.
Yeah. Also, like, if you eat less, you lower your metabolism. It's not good
Yeah,
for losing
you-
weight.
Like, here's the actual way to get to lose weight. First off, if you are already overweight, not burning weight, you are probably in starvation mode. Which can be brought on by various things, from EDs to just not a lot of mobility. You need to figure out what the reason is. But if it's from not moving a lot, which was an issue I dealt with, I was up to 190 pounds and not losing weight, which was very weird for me because I have a high metabolism. You know what I did? I ate normal portions while exhausting myself with aerobic activity.
Yep.
Because I was exhausted, but eating a reasonable, not a small amount, a reasonable amount of food, my body's like, oh, okay, we just gotta use these stores then.
Yep, exactly.
And then suddenly my weight started dropping. Now, is that gonna work forever? Now, is everyone's weight gonna drop as fast as mine? No. But the big thing is, you need to make sure you're not in starvation mode first.
Absolutely.
The only way to do that is work yourself to exhaustion with aerobic activity, then eat a reasonable meal. So if your dieting is 800 calories, have 1,000. You want what your body
And
would
technically, even
perceive
eating
as
slightly
normal.
larger meals is fine. because what you do is you convince your body that, hey, you don't need to hold on to the fat, and we need the energy.
Exactly. That's why I said reasonable, not less food.
Yeah. You want to have
Because
reasonable, if not slightly bigger
unreasonable
meals.
is overeating. Overeating will not help.
Yeah.
But eating a reasonable amount will trick your body and be like, oh, hey, we can use these. Then you can gently lower the amount once you're out of starvation mode, but you don't want to lower it too much or you'll go right back into starvation mode.
Yep. The trick is convincing your body that that it can burn the fat that it's stored for emergencies, because this is a time where you need energy, while also telling it, hey, we have enough food that you don't need to hold on to it.
Yeah.
It's convincing
So
that you can have enough input for fuel that to cover your energy output from exercise, while still, and that you won't have to worry about that fuel intake, but you do need to get that energy out right now.
And this is why a lot of doctors don't suggest lap bands right off the bat. Lap bands are for special cases, and for some YouTubers who just took it as a shortcut, looking at you, Wings of Freedom, and Boogie 2390, or whatever the fuck your name was, the reason your body is stuck in starvation mode is you ain't fucking moving! Of course you're gonna have trouble losing weight if you're not getting your aerobics in. Okay, I'm exhausted, I'm not noticing any change. Guess what? At that size, your body is going to take a while before it's going to start showing any changes. It's going to take a long time. So, this is part of the shit with Japan that really needs to change, is like this mentality, because this is just going to give a girl an eating disorder.
I mean, to be fair, in this one, they're talking like that, but it is very much pointing out that, like, no, it's time to eat. The whole point of this skit is, hey, you haven't been cooking
Rita,
enough.
you
It's
are
time to
too
eat.
fucking young to be dieting. Rita and Estelle, you're too fucking young. You do not diet before you are finished growing, because it will fuck with your ability to grow.
To be fair, also, Judy is the only one who mentioned dieting. The rest of them were just putting up with the fact that no one was cooking at the moment.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm just saying, like, if they were, those two are too young.
Yeah.
Remember,
Speaking
teens,
of,
you
Raven's
do not
comment
diet
is
before 25.
Speaking of Raven's comment to this is, diet? You don't need that. Especially Rita. If you get any thinner. And then he gets hit.
私はこの本読み終わるまでいらないだけ。
Look, I just didn't want to eat until I finished reading this book. Oh, shit, I skipped.
Yeah, Rita has a unhealthy obsession with reading, which is ironically my ADHD. So the reason I know about healthy eating habits is I have no hunger reflex anymore. My ADHD meds actually completely nullify it. So unless I am straight up starving, as in like I've not had nutrients in like 2 days, I'm not gonna feel hungry. I might salivate a little, but that's it. I have to remember to eat.
I've also been like that lately, where my sense of hunger has been, I won't say gone, but it's been off. And so there's a lot of times where I don't even feel hunger, and I just keep doing whatever I'm doing, and then I realize, oh shit, it's gotten way later than I should have eaten. And I mostly eat out of habit right now rather than actual feeling hunger.
Yeah, and that's why I said I make sure I can what the heck is this? Host controllers.
Huh? Yoder.
皆さんまたお会いしましたね。
Oh, meet again, everyone.
次期皇帝候補殿がこんなとこで何やってんだ?
And what is a potential successor to the Empire doing over here?
ドンと友好協定締結に関するやり取りを行っています。
I've come to ratify the friendship agreement between with the Dawn.
うまくいってます？
Is it going well?
それが順調とは言えません。
Well, I can't say it's going very smoothly.
だろうな。
I'd expect that much.
ヘラクレスってデカブツのせいでユニオンは反帝国ブーム再燃中でしょ?
Pulling out that huge thing, the Heracles. Yeah, with that hanging over the Union, I'm sure there's a anti-empire boom going on right now.
その影響で帝国側でも友好協定に疑問の声が上がっています。
Yes, thanks to the influence of that. Thanks to the that influence, the even on the Empire. Thanks to the influence of that, even on the Empire's side, there's people voicing doubts about the friendship agreement.
ドンが帝国に提示した条件は対等な立場での協定だったしな。
And the Dawn agreed to this friendship treaty with the Empire on the idea that it was going to be they were going to be on equal standing.
あんなのがあったら対等とは言えないわね。
With something like that, you can hardly say it's equal standing.
事前にヘラクレスのことを知っていれば止められたのですが。
Yes, if I had known beforehand about the Heracles, I absolutely would have stopped it. But
次の皇帝候補が何も知らなかったのかよ。
even the heir to the Empire even an heir to the Empire knew nothing about it, huh?
今私には騎士団の指揮権限がありません。
Yes. As I am now, I have no right to know to lead the knights.
騎士団は皇帝にのみその行動を委ね報告の義務を持つです。
Yeah. The knights answer exclusively to the Emperor. Otherwise, they have no responsibility to report to, or they don't report to or have responsibility to anyone.
なら話は簡単だ。皇帝になればいい。
Well, then the answer's pretty simple. This discussion's pretty simple. Become the Emperor.
それは
That's
私がそのつもりでも今は帝位を継承できないんです。
even if I were to plan to do so, right now I cannot ascend to the throne.
なんでよ。
Why not?
帝位継承にはデインノモスという帝国の司法が必要なのです。
The right of succession, the right of succession requires the imperial treasure known as Dane Nomos. So Dane Nomos, we now finally see Dane Nomos at a line where we can actually examine it, because once again they're using kanji for it. So let's bring up the dictionary again. All right, come here. All right, so we have, let's pull this down here. Dane Nomos. We have, I believe that's Uno Aiten? Chuno no. No, maybe it's not Kaiten. Pretty sure it is Kai, but we want this one. Yeah, that's the one. And then this one. So yeah. So this is Chu, which is like space or like midair. And then commandment ceremony. So like the, or law or code. So it's like the commandment code or commandment law of space. Which is interesting. I'm not sure what to think of that. I don't exactly follow why they'd pick those kanji for this.
ところがデインノモスは10年前のジンマ戦争の頃から行方不明で。
But that very Dane Nomos was lost 10 years ago in the Great. Interesting. So in English they call this just the Great War until notably later, but here they call it the Jinma Senso. which is the human monster war, I guess. And from that time, Kara Yuhofume did. So its locations, so its whereabouts became unknown.
はあ。次の工程が決まらないのはそういう裏事情があったのね。
Well, the reason you can't pick the next emperor, the reason you can't decide on the next emperor is because of some situation like that, huh?
だからラゴーはデインノモスを欲しがってたのか。
And so that's why Rago wanted Dayton Nomos, huh?
何ユリ
Huh? Yuri?
いや、
Nothing.
それにしても皇帝候補が道端ヘモヘモ歩いてていいの
Even so, should the potential head of the empire just be wandering around like this?
今ヘリオードに向かうところなんです。
Right now, I was heading over to Heliord.
ここよりダングレストに近いからな。その方がやり取りしやすいわな。
That's closer to Dongrest than here, which makes it, I guess, an easier place for discussion. Yes.
ヨーデル様、参りましょう。
Master Yoda, we must go.
すみませんが、ここで失礼します。
Ah, pardon me. I'll have to part with you here. Interesting. Alright, and then we're gonna go here. There we go.
あんなにたくさん勘弁してくれ。
Let us off with this.
命がいくらあっても足りねえよ。
No matter how many lives we have, it wouldn't be enough.
何があったんだ。
What happened?
待ちなさい金の分は仕事しろしないなら返せ
Hold on. If you're not, at least work for the money I gave you. If not, give it back.
ギルド青き獣をブラックリストに追加よ
The guild, the blue beasts. Blacklist them now. Add them to the blacklist. Yes, boss.
あの人確かデードン砦で
That person. We certainly met her at Dayton Hold.
ああ、あん時の。
Is Derp and Derpy still trying to chase him down and beat him? Oh yeah, that's still a thing. They definitely still, Deko and Boko definitely still are trying to chase Yuri down and beat the shit out of him. But yeah, that we've kind of left them in the dust. Oh, that time.
知り合いなの
Are you acquainted with her?
いや、前に一度だけ。お前こそ知り合い
No, we just met her once. What about you? You know her?
知り合いって五大ギルドの一つギルド・ド・マルシェのボスだよ
Acquaintance? She's one of the five major. She's for one of the five. She's the boss of one of the five major guilds. Guild de Marche, the Fortune's Market.
つまりユニオンの重鎮よ。
In other words, she's a big shot of the Union.
ふん。
いいこと思いついた
Hey, I just had an idea.
どうしたカロル。
What's up,
あ
Carol?
の人なら海渡る船出してくれるかもしれないよ
If it's that person, she can probably get us a boat to cross the ocean. Hey there, Kaufman.
あらあなたは
Oh, I
ユリ
forgot
ローベ
this
ル
lady. She's hot.
いいところであったわ
Right? Which I know is not helping my statement that I'm not necessarily into glasses, but yeah. Anyway.
See, here's the thing. You are focusing on the glasses. I'm focusing on the fact she's got hot red hair.
You know, the red hair is hot. To be fair, my big thing is she is very self-assured, and I do like that.
Oh, so that's why we're friends.
Yeah. Look, I do.
I love you can't even deny it.
Look, We became friends
Also,
not specifically for that
Kichi,
reason, but I can't
I
deny
wear
that I do think it's
glasses.
good. Viridian, you're not helping this.
No, I'm digging your hole for you.
You are. You're very much digging this hole for me. Anyways.
Also, so let's see. Self-assured, wears glasses, is a nerd for Japanese shit. Yeah, no, you're not freeing yourself here.
Look. We're just gonna put this aside. We're just gonna put this aside now.
Okay, I have one question. Did all your exes wear very nice coats or cardigans?
Huh.
And I'm not talking a fucking parka. I'm talking a nice dress coat or stylish dress or a stylish coat like she's wearing.
No. So I could see that coat on my wife. My wife would wear something like that. She also has worn some nice other like fun clothing in like kind of fancier styles. The previous girlfriend's less so.
Would you believe me if I told you I have a double-breasted coat?
That would not surprise me in the slightest, Viridian.
It's a short coat, not a waistcoat. I wish it was a waistcoat, especially if I could get someone to sew on some piping so I could make a red double-breasted waistcoat just so I could have Rin Tosaka's coat.
Fair.
She's an adult.
But yes. Oh, aren't you Yuri Lowell? You come at just the right time.
手配書の効果ってすげえんだな。
手配書の効果。手配書。Need to remember what that is. Hold on. 手配書。It's the wanted poster. Got it. All right, I'll stretch.
The bunk was just because of the fact that you were digging yourself in that hole.
You know, fair. And hydrate, you got it.
If you had said all of them were fashionable coats, not necessarily like that, but like just in general, really nice coats, I'd have said you're not helping your case here.
Yeah, no, my wife did at one point have a very nice, like, fur-lined coat that she technically got it by thrifting, so it was not as expensive as it could have been, but...
Speaking of thrifting, I have a leather jacket that normally goes for $120. I got it at a thrift shop for $20.
Nice. That is
My roommate, who has the same brand of coat, had theirs gifted to them brand new for $120, and I was like, wait, we have the same coat, just different colors. Most of my coats, for some reason, are red, even though my color that everyone identifies me with is blue.
Fair enough. Seriously, what is... seriously, those wanted posters are way too effective.
ねえ、あなたにぴったりの仕事があるんだけど。
Hey, I have a job that's just perfect for you.
ってことは、荒仕事か。
And I'm guessing we're gonna have to fight something.
察しのいい子は好きよ。
I do like clever boys.
聞いてるかもしれないけど、この季節、魚人の群れが船の積み荷を襲うんで大変なの。
You may have heard about it, but during this season, the mermen tend to flock together and attack the boats. It's very troublesome.
それっていつも他のギルドに護衛を頼んでるんじゃ。
Huh? Don't you... Wait, but don't you normally have another guild that you rely on for that?
それがいつもお願いしている傭兵団のボスが亡くなったらしくて、今使えないのよ。
Well, about that, the usual guild we rely on for mercenaries, the boss just disappeared, and now they're no good.
他の傭兵団は骨なしばかり。私としては頭の痛い話ね。
and other guilds just don't have the backbone for it. It's really causing me a headache.
その傭兵団はなんてところですか？
That mercenary group, what were they called?
ブラッドアライアンスよ。
It was the Blood Alliance.
Why does she sound familiar to me?
Good question. Probably a very big voice actress. Let's see.
I swear to God, the way she whispers some of those things sound very familiar, and I can't place why.
Tales of Vesperia, Hoffman, voice actor.
Also,
Let's
I
see.
have a question. Do all of your exes, please make this be a no. Do all of your exes and your wife included have an Asian relative or
No.
be Asian themselves?
No, none of my exes are Asian, actually.
You don't need to be Asian to have an Asian relative. I have an Asian relative and I'm Hispanic.
Okay, fair point.
That's why I said
The
Asian
first
relative
one-
or are Asian themselves.
I don't, for the first, second, and my wife, I don't believe so, as far as I know. My wife definitely no.
Because
Oh,
I have
well,
a
okay.
Vietnamese brother
It's
and a
hard to-
Chinese stepmother, remember?
It's hard to say for my wife because her family is enormous. And so I still don't know all of her family, like cousins and aunts and uncles.
Well,
It's
that's getting really
possible.
far out. I kind of meant immediate, but okay.
In that case, absolutely not. Yeah, none of them.
All right. Yeah, because I'm like, you already know how two of my relatives are Asian. My brother is Vietnamese, and my half brother is Vietnamese, and my stepmother is Chinese.
I have a Filipino uncle.
I was just gonna say, please tell me that one's not true because I'm like, you better not have the goddamn yellow fever.
I do not.
Yeah, my dad does. It's weird.
Okay, and to be fair, like I definitely don't have anything against like having an Asian girlfriend, but it's also not something I seek out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like after transitioning and dealing with a chaser that was stalking me for a couple of years, the idea of yellow fever just seemed gross to me, which was why I was like, hopefully that's wrong.
You know, that's incredibly understandable. Let's see. Looking at who this actress also does. She's Ron in Detective Conan.
Never saw it.
Okay. In Yowamushi Pedal, she was Ashikiba's mother.
No idea what that is.
Okay. Let's see what else do we got here. Dead or Alive 6, she's Ayane.
I played 6. That might be what I'm thinking of. Was she in anything in the 2000s?
Let me go back to the 2000s then. Let's see. For 2010. Also Ayane and Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2.
I only played 6. Well, technically 5, but
lots more Detective Conan being Ron. Samurai Warriors as Nene. Warriors Orochi as Okuni. One Piece is Nojiko.
Okay. Samurai Warriors, maybe.
Oh, she also did Nami in One Piece, apparently.
Maybe. Did she do Happy Lesson by chance?
So far I'm not seeing it. I'm still scrolling down in the 2000s. Xenosaga, she was Shelley Godwin.
I love how I'm just showing that I didn't own a lot of shit because I've never played Xenosaga.
Last Exile, Sophia Forrester.
I have a feeling that you're gonna just pick that there's something obscure on there that I know her from, and you're just reading all the mainstream shit. And I'm just like,
Inuyasha, she
oh,
was Suzuna.
oh god damn it! I hate the fact that I might know who that is. I hate it in Inuyasha. It is. I get it's a thing, but it's like that third movie just turned their relationship from comedy to just straight up abuse.
Valkyrie profile, she was Meltina. And now we're back into 1999.
Was she in Bubblegum Crisis by chance?
She was in Trigun as Monica. Let me see. Bubblegum.
That's where I'm hearing her from.
Yeah, I just got to Trigun. So yeah, in Trigun
like,
she was Monica. Where was I? Trigun. There it is. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else that sticks out to me.
Again, I watched a lot of schlock growing up, so you probably wouldn't see anything that sticks out, or I would, but just send me the page. I'll look through it later, try and figure out why I'm hearing it.
Sounds good.
But it's just like some of her inflections are just like ringing very familiar, but it's not like, yeah, I can definitely recognize her as Monica.
Oh,
but
in
that's
Sailor
not why I'm
Moon, she was young Helenia, as well as Kyoko and Sister Maria.
Sadly, Sailor Moon I only saw in English.
Okay.
Speaking of which, did you ever see the live action?
Or in Star Ocean? I did not.
It's a trip. Star Ocean, which one?
The original as Iria Silvertoli.
Again, not played it. Oh god, I have so much shit I need to go back and do. I'll look through it. I guarantee.
Anyways, yeah. That's most the one. Oh, also in G Gundam as Bunny Higinizu.
Only saw it in English again.
Fair enough. Anyways, back to the game. The next one got a certain someone may have been involved in that. Hey, everyone shares that. So he says mina dozai daro. So dozai literally means like same sin. So like we all share that sin. Unfortunately, right now we're in the middle of something. Why did you go look for someone else? Catch you later. Huh? Yuri? Weren't we going to ask for a boat? Oh, a boat, you say? We also built a guild, you know. We're called Brave Vesperia. Lovely. Well, then why don't we talk business? Mutual benefit is the basis of doing business. Well, I'll make sure it's in both of our interests. Sorry, but we're in the middle of a job. We can't accept any other jobs right now. Well then, why don't we, instead of making it a job, we make it something of guild cooperation. That way it won't be against any of the guild laws. Getting along with me has its benefits, you know. I understand, but we're heading for Nordopolica. We can't really be running around otherwise. I don't mind. The mermen only show up around here. As As long as I can get to some other port, that all is good for me.
そしたらそこからいくらでも船を手配できるから。
Plus, once you get there, I can procure as many boats as you'd like.
さすがギルド・ド・マルシェ。
As you'd expect of Fortune's market.
契約成立かしら？
Is that a successful contract then?
なんかいいように言いくるめられた気がする。
Why do I kind of feel like we've gotten roped into something?
さすが天下のギルド・ド・マルシェ。商売上手ってとこだね。
As would be expected of the great Fortune's market. She's really good at business.
いいんじゃない？これでデゼール大陸に渡れるわけだし。
Isn't it fine? With this, we'll be able to get over to the Desier continent.
もう一ついい話をつけてあげる。
Found it. And it's one you completely skipped over because you probably thought I wouldn't watch this.
Oh?
Precure.
Oh, I totally missed that in the list, actually. So that's not even I didn't think you watched it. I would have mentioned if I saw it.
Yeah, Heart Catch and Precure. I recognized her voice from one of the crossover movies, the mega crossovers.
Okay. Well, I can even add on one more good point
いい
for you.
話？何それ？
Good point. What's that?
もし無事にノードポリカにたどり着いたら、使った船を進呈するわ。
If you can successfully, or if you can safely deliver us to Nordopolica, then I'll even give you the boat we got there on.
本当に？
Really? Thank you for the head scratches. Atama nadete arigato ne. But yes.
ボロ船だけど破格の条件には違いないわね。
Okay, one more hydrate. You got it. 水飲みますよ. Ah, okay. Well, I'm out of water now. I'll have to refill it if we do it again. It's a beat-up old boat, but as long as you're okay with that condition, so I'm perfectly fine with it.
でしょでしょ？
Right, right?
どうだかな。行人ってのがそれだけ厄介だって話だろう。
I wonder if the mermen really are that much of a pain, that much of a problem. Then it's quite the story.
そこはご想像にお任せするわ。
I'll leave that to your imagination.
しょうがねえな。
Guess we don't have a choice.
素敵。契約成立ね。
Lovely. The contract is then complete.
さあ、話はまとまったんだから仕事してもらうわよ。
Buddy.
Well, since we've we've completed since that talk is over and done with, let's get to work.
準備できたら声かけてちょうだい。
As soon as you're prepared, call out to me. All right. We'll probably go through that and the fight in the water, and we will call it good for the evening. I do love their ship design.
It looks cool, but as a person who's a huge fan of sail ships,
It would, yeah, I'm
very
sure
impressive.
physically it wouldn't actually work. This is the boat that will become yours, the Fiertia.
そして彼がギルド・ド・マルシェ参加。海戦ギルド海猫の歌の徳永よ。
And then this person is under the seafaring branch of the Fortune's Market, or the seafaring umbrella, or is under the Fortune's Market's umbrella, the Seafaring Guild. Oh, what is that one? Oh, Torineko no Uta. So the seagulls cry. Technically, Uta is like song, but like, yeah. Or poem, but yeah, anyway. And his name is Tokunaga.
徳永です。よろしくお願いします。
Tokunaga, it's a pleasure to meet you.
彼はあくまでこの航海だけだから、次からは自前の操船士を雇ってね。
He's just going to be piloting this ship temporarily. Next time you'll have to find your own navigator.
急ぎじゃないけど、重要な商談だったから、本当助かったわ。
I'm not in a huge rush, but these are some very important discussions. So you really saved me.
積み荷は何なんです？
What sort of cargo is it?
それは秘密よ。
That I have to keep a secret.
やばいもんじゃねえだろうな。
Nothing dangerous, is it?
安心して。その辺の線引きはしてるから。
You can relax. It's not, it's all within the rules.
さあ、ノードポリカを目指すわよ。
Well then, let's head for Nordopolica.
鳥向こうから南西方向に行けば、デズエール大陸が見えるわ。
From here and at Torin Port, if you head to the southwest, you'll eventually see the Desert continent.
その東端にあるのがノードポリカよ。
The eastmost point of that will be Nordopolica.
早速ですが、フィエルティア号の扱いについて事前に説明しておきますね。
Sorry to interrupt, but it's about the controls of Fiertia. Let me give you a quick explanation.
船から上陸できるのは桟橋のある港か砂浜だけです。
If you want to set down on land, you have to either go to a port or you can go to a beach.
崖になったところに停泊しても上陸はできませんよ。
We can't really handle rocks, so you won't be able to get off on the continent with that on rocky cliffs. What's up?
Kitchi, slow down. You're speaking because you're getting tired. You're stumbling more when you speak.
I am
faster.
stumbling, yeah.
岩があるところはもちろんですが、浅瀬のあるところも通れません。
Oh god. If there's too many boulders, then you won't be able to make it through there.
川くらい深さのあるところなら入れる場所もありますが、
If the river's deep enough, you'll be able to go through it, but
途中に橋がかかっていると、この船の大きさではくぐることができないですね。
if there's a bridge over the river, then with this boat's size, it won't really be doable.
以上です。
That's all. All right, we set off from Torin. All right. 戦術は危険な香りなのね。So, setting off on a boat has the scent of danger.
立ち上げたばっかなのに5大ギルドと顔つなぎができるなんて幸先いいな。
Man, we just made our guild and we're already doing business with one of the 5 major guilds. Pretty good luck.
そうね。カロルも夢に一歩近づいて喜んでるんじゃないかしら。
That's true. It must be like a dream for Carol, so I'm sure he's overjoyed, right?
ガキンチョならなんかあっちの方で悩んでるわよ。
Talking about the brat, then he is somewhere over there worrying.
いきなり魚人が相手だなんて。ブレイブ・ベスペリアは運が悪いのかな。
Suddenly having to deal with mermen. Brave Vesperia really doesn't have any good luck.
うわどうしよう。しかも失敗したらギルド・ド・マルシェのボスからの印象が悪くなるよ。
Oh, what do we do? And if we fail... Yeah, he's a very whiny piss baby. What do we do? And if we fail, the boss of Fortune's Market will have a bad impression of us.
大変だ大変だ。
It's so much trouble! It's trouble!
ユーリとジュディスとは全く逆のこと考えてますね。
Totally opposite from what Yuri and Judith are thinking, huh?
カロルは慎重なのね。
Carol's so very cautious.
あれは慎重じゃなくて後ろ向きって言うんでしょ。
Rather than cautious, it's more like he's a coward. Uh...
魚人の群れに会わなければいいですね。
If we don't run into the merman flock, then that would be very nice, wouldn't it?
でも世の中そんなに甘くないわよ。
Yeah, but the world isn't that kind.
若いのに随分悲観的なのね。
Despite how young you are, you sure are pessimistic, huh?
現実的って言って。
I would say, you should say realistic.
それにしても助かったわ。なんとか間に合いそう。
But really, you saved me. Looks like we'll make it in time.
ええ、リヴァイアさんの爪に遅れを取るところでした。
Yes, yes, we're going to be late to our meeting with Leviathan's Claw.
リヴァイアさんの爪か。ちょくちょく名前を聞くな。
Leviathan's Claw, huh? Now that's a name I want to ask about.
そう？ホブローブラスティアを専門に商売してるギルドよ。
Really? They're a guild that specializes in the sale of Hoplon Blastia. I believe that's how they call it in English. Hoplon and Peso is like army equipment. That's the kanji they use for Hoplon.
ああ、それでヘリオードで。
Ah, and that's why they were at Xillia.
最近うちと客の取り合いになってるのよね。
Recently, they've been doing a lot of dealings with us.
もし海が渡れなかったら、また大口の取引先を奪われるところだったわ。
Oh, I think he was saying that if we didn't, he was actually saying if we didn't get out, then the Leviathan's Claw would beat us to it. And she's saying, yeah, if we didn't cross the sea, then they would end up stealing our customers.
それにしても、連中はどこから商品を調達してるんでしょう。
But even still, where are those guys getting their supply?
それなのよ。ホブローブラスティアなんてそう簡単に手に入れられるもんでもなし。
Seriously, Hoplon Blastia aren't something you can just get your hands on that simply.
まさか帝国が。
It couldn't be. Maybe the Empire?
うん。でも管理は魔導士の方で。
No, but in the Empire, the management of Blastia is under the mages.
来たわね。
They come.
皆さん、気をつけて。
Everyone, be careful.
ちょっと何用意したのじゃ。
Hold on.
Why do the
I'm a
sharks have
little-
such a baby voice?
I'm a little seasick.
魔物が喋った。
A monster talked.
もしかしてあの魔物と同じ。
Maybe it's another monster like those.
喋ってるとしたかむぜ。
If you keep talking, you're gonna bite your tongue. All right.
力合わせていきましょう。
Hopefully you can attack.
I can't do shit.
Oh boy. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, there you are. But now you're in slot 4. Oh, that's not great. I don't think I could fix that. Wait, no, I can. Oh, why are you in 2 and 4? Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Let's try that. How about now?
Nope, I still can't do anything. What is going on this session?
Okay, now you're only in 3. How about now?
Still not doing anything.
Okay, I'm gonna have to turn you to
Wait,
auto.
hang on. Stop. Judith is moving. No. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on.
Alright, we're putting you on auto for now. Oh, come on. Oh, now. Okay, hold on. No, you're in Rita's slot now.
Yeah, except I can't control Rita either.
Oh god. Wait. Why is Estelle also in manual mode? God, these... It's musical chairs for player controls right now. It might be because I'm streaming and doing Steam Remote Play.
Yeah, we've not had this issue before.
That's true. It's your loss.
I think it's because my controller keeps being finicky with its wire that it keeps jumping.
Yeah, I do think that is not helping. There we go.
Because Steam won't recognize my controller on wireless for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
さすがね。私の目に間違いはなかったわ。
As expected. I knew I did. How did I do this? My eye didn't make a mistake, is how she says it. So it's like, I knew I made the right decision.
とほほ。ブレイブ・ベスペリアはおっさんもこき使うのね。
Oh. And Brave Vesperia is even using this old man.
アパティア探したりといろいろやることがあるのに。
Searching for Apatheia? I have other things I'm supposed to be doing.
アパティアって前にノール港で探してたあれか？
Apatheia, is that the thing you were searching for at Nor Harbor?
そうそう。
Yeah.
それっておとぎ話でしょ？
That's just a fairy tale.
私も前に研究したけど、理論では実証されないって分かったわ。
I was researching those before, but they shouldn't even theoretically be possible.
ま、おとぎ話だって言われてるのはおっさんも知ってるよ。
Well, the fact that they're a fairy tale is something even I know.
どうしてそんなものを探すんです？
Why are you searching for something like that?
それをドンに言われたからね。
That's because the Dawn said so.
まだ生きてます。
It's still alive. You asked why why it sounded like it was a kid?
Oh god damn it, that's why I don't remember this.
Yep, because it ate Patty.
快適な航海だったのじゃ。
Ah, what a pleasant voyage.
魔物に飲まれてて後悔も何もないだろ
う。Being eaten by a monster, that doesn't sound much like a voyage.
こんなところで何してたんです？
What are you doing in a place like this?
お宝探して歩いてたら、海に落っこちて魔物と遊んでたのじゃ。
Well, when I was searching for treasure, I fell into the sea and ended up playing with those monsters.
よかったな、そのまま栄養分にされなくて。
Isn't that good for you? And ending up just, at least you're being taken care of like this.
なんでもいいけど、このまま船出していいかしら？
I don't really care what's going on, but are we good to set out?
ああ、頼む。
Yeah, I'm counting on you.
まだ一匹いやがったか。
There's another one, huh?
一応治癒術はかけましたが、当分安静にしてた方がいいです。
Well, I've applied healing
I love
magic
the
for now.
dude's brain fro.
Yeah, his brain fro really is something. For now, I've applied healing magic, but you should really rest somewhere where it's safe.
困ったわね。あなたたちの中で誰か操船できる人いるわけないわよね。
Oh, this is sure a problem. You guys don't happen to have someone who could pilot the ship. No, there's no way you do, is there?
うちがやれるのじゃ。
I can do it.
パティが？
Patty will?
世界を旅する者、船の操縦くらいできないと笑われるのじゃ。
If you're trying to travel around the world, then if you can't pilot a ship, you'll just be laughed at.
それじゃあ船の操縦はあなたにお願いするわ。
Well then, could I entrust the piloting of this ship to you?
本当かよ。
Are you serious?
それと思ったよりも
trying to
早
remember
く着き
who
そう
the
だか
hell
ら
drove your
寄り
ship
道して
in
も
the
構わないわ
first,
よ。
in the original release.
I think it was just Tokunaga.
The brain fro?
Yeah, at least at this part. I think afterwards you just kind of stop. He like either teaches you or you just stop caring about actually needing a pilot. Well, it looks like we'll be arriving faster than I thought. If you want to take some side trips, then I do not
進
mind.
路はある程度あなた方に任せるわ。
As long as you do it in moderation, I'll leave it to you.
船があるならどこへも行きたい放題ね。
If we have a ship, then we can go anywhere we want, can't we?
エステルはフェローを探すんでしょ？
Estelle's gonna search for Pharaoh, right?
そんなのんびりしてる暇ないんじゃない？
Then we don't really have time to just be sitting around, do we?
どうでしょう。
I wonder.
私は別に勝手にやるからいいわよ。
I can do whatever I really want, so.
まだ始めたばっかだし、もっと余裕持ってこうぜ、カロル。
I mean, we just started out, so we can take things easy, can't we, Carol?
うん。
Yeah.
じゃあ、進路の指示は任せたのじゃ。
Well then, leave your heading to me. All right, so we're going to immediately go back and dock and save. Unless we can save right here. No, we can't. Okay. Actually, I like go just over to this bit of land here so I can grab whatever this item is and then save. Yes. Haha. I would like free items. Thank you. All right. We're going to call that good and save here. And with that, we will we will see who is available for us to raid. Let me mute this, take a look at who's online. Do.
Do you mind if I make a suggestion?
Absolutely, please do.
A friend of mine and Kenny's. Hang on, posting here.
Because I'm looking at who is online right now, and I'm not seeing a whole lot of people I'm super interested in sending off to.
Jinxie B, she's a sweetheart.
It censored that name.
EMBRY. Hang on, I'll just send it to you on Discord. There you go.
Okay. Let's go with that. So / I'm gonna say goodbye to YouTube here.